Hello and welcome to Core, the video game podcast designed to talk about video games. It's as good as I got today, guys. It's as good as you're going to get. It's me, Scott Johnson. It's Bo Schwartz. It's John Jagger. Hello, gentlemen. How is everybody doing today?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Feeling good. Got a great old sleep. My sleep's been... What?
I just realized you're in the wrong position. There we go. Fixed you.
Yeah, people have been upset. Ever since I turned off my camera, it swapped, and people treated it like...
What?
I don't understand. What's going on with Bo?
There, fixed it. Oh, what is going on?
No.
That's supposed to be John.
He descends and turns into a blueberry. I thought that was a GIF Bo made.
That was really weird. Sorry, everybody.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
Organically.
I don't even know. It's happened one other time. I don't remember even the show it happened on, and I couldn't figure it out then, and I don't know now.
We need to GIF that now. Stat.
Yeah, clip it.
Psycho.
Clip it, ship it. I hope you're all doing good. It's another week of gaming, news, other stuff. We're going to talk all about it today. Before we get into it, though, I got to say, I don't know what's going on, but when I fire up TikTok, YouTube, anything else I'm on, social media-wise, I am bombarded with videos, countless videos about Windrose, this pirate survival business. And
Windrose 11 or Windrose 10?
I see where you went there.
Windrose 2000.
Windrose Millennium Edition. It is this pirate thing that is getting crazy good reviews so far. It's in early access, but already the reviews are in the high 80s or low 90s. I'm hearing a lot of talking head streamer types going, "Oh man, they finally made the pirate game we've all been waiting for." There's some
Finally,
Valheim.
we got quadruple A pirate games.
Yeah, quadruple A pirate games from the company, not from the company who said they were going to bring it to us. This must be a real problem for them now that they're seeing this, if it's succeeding.
I can tell you more about it next week. I'm probably I picked it up, but I haven't played it yet.
Okay, I'm very curious because your Valheim time. Whoops, I was supposed to be on that the whole time. Why is it not on here? There it is.
I'm a survival crafting enjoyer. I don't like them all. I'm not just to play every game in the genre, but I like good ones. So I got curious.
The stuff I'm reading is like, hey, what if Enshrouded style quality of life play, and then a bunch of stuff from your favorite game, Valheim. What if those were a pirate game? That's what I've been hearing. So.
And published by Pocket Pair, the Pal World people.
Oh,
so not made by them, but
well, that's cool. Because this originally was supposed to be some kind of open world multiplayer as a service thing. They changed their minds like 2 months after announcing it and said, no, we're going back to this being a premium game that you can play with your friends, but you can play it by yourself. And I'm really happy to hear that too. But then also that it's really good. So, Bo, you'll have to circle back.
Yeah, I'm liking it. And, the thing I like about these games is you can play them. They're like micro MMOs, right? Mm-hmm. So like you set up a server, you get you and your buddies in there, and you can build buildings and stuff. You get like all those fully fleshed features without having to worry about a random asset rooting, trolling and shit, right? Mm-hmm. It's your friend group.
Sure.
It's just your friends who'll troll you, which is, funny and fine.
Sure. I wonder if it'll be like, doesn't V Rising, don't they do servers that they control, but also you can do your own?
They're public servers because there's a whole PvP element to that game. Like that game was constructed with like teams of vampires facing off against each other to battle. Mm-hmm. So they have like hosted servers where you can be part of that, but completely optional and honestly not, I don't know, just again, stuff like that, it's like you have to have a taste for it. Like if you spent a month building up your castle, collecting resources only for some asset to like, who's way better than you to destroy, it feels bad, I don't know. It's just,
no, I get it.
I like PvP combat, but I like it like Heroes of the Storm style or Overwatch where it's like, you're not building up some huge investment that someone can take away from you, like
Rust. Yeah. I hated that in Rust.
Yeah, I'm not as into that. At least I haven't found a version of it that I'm into. I think Dune Awakening, which I never really played to any great extent, was going to have that like weekly server reset where you're not that. The idea was you're not that invested, so you build some stuff up, but no matter what, you're losing it at the end of the week. So of course there'd be some PvP elements. I just checked out of that game, so I don't know how that ultimately held up. It had other problems. The game's also got to have good under the hood.
Sure. Yeah. And it also seems like this one's got some good Like the graphics look really nice. People are saying it's really tight in early access, not a lot of bugs. And the demo was really popular, and supposedly this version has 95% more content than the demo, which I don't know what that means necessarily.
This may become a multiplayer thing. I'm going to give it a try, but like V Rising didn't work because like it's just funny because I was even like everyone like my Sunday play group, right? I bought them all V Rising. They're like, I hate vampires, and we didn't play it. Even though it's a crafting game, if you're a crafting enjoyer, it's a good game, but they just don't like vampires. And so this week I'm like, hey man, you like Slay the Spire. Vampire Crawlers is coming out next week.
Yeah.
It's going to be sick. And they all looked at it and went, man, you really like vampires. They're like whining about, I'm like, this game has nothing to do with vampires. It's just like window dressing. Like you don't have to be into vampires to like Vampire Survivors or Vampire Crawlers. Yes, it's vampires. It's got nothing to do with like it could be anything. Go see the Contra DLC.
Yeah, I don't. If they're paying attention just to the name.
Yeah. So the point is, they may respond well to pirates because they like Sea of Thieves. So this might be, this might be the game we play. We were going to play Enshrouded multiplayer, but 2 of them returned it because it didn't perform well on their crap computers. And then the RAM prices scared them into spending $1,300 each the next week. So me and Mike were making fun of them about how we're going to play Enshrouded now.
Oh, that'll be funny. Yeah. That game's come a long way too. I got to check back in there. I have that
It's good. I was hoping to do the multiplayer, we do the sessions on Sunday and we'll check in with the show and stuff and talk about how great the game is. But I've been kind of waiting now because there's lots of other games to play.
Oh, yeah. There's no shortage.
And 1.0 is not till later. So you kind of can wait.
Did you see this news? Speaking of vampire crawlers, Yoko Shimomura is doing the music. He's known for Street Fighter 2, Final Fight, Final Fantasy, all the finals.
I believe it is a she.
Is it a she? Oh, my bad.
I believe so.
Need another reason to check it out. And you're doing more for you, legendary video game composer. Oh, yeah. Oops. I misgendered a lady in the video game business. Oops. You are correct. That's awesome, though. Kind of legendary, I've heard. Like Kingdom Hearts soundtrack alone supposed to be like, some people's favorite thing in the world.
Super Mario RPG.
Look at that.
It's a classic.
All right. Well, that's coming.
Well, that's a guaranteed day one buy for me.
Same.
As much crap as I shovel onto Punkle for Vampire Survivors.
Yeah.
I'm ready with my banner and my whatever it takes to become part of the Punkle army because Vampire Crawlers is sick as hell.
Well, you were wieners out on that demo. You were into it.
Wieners out. Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever heard anybody talk about a game more glowingly in demo form.
Full
than that.
Frankfurter. I mean, it's not good, but it's good if that makes any sense.
No, I get it. I get what exactly that thing's trying to do, and I'm all here for it. So hurry up and come out.
It wants you to fling the cards as fast as possible, and it wants you to break it, but it'll send death after you if you break it too much, which most games just nerf the broken stuff. And I appreciate they're like, we're not going to nerf it. You're just going to deal with death. I'm like, oh no.
They had to have known that this person was going to do music for him because the game comes out in like a week. So
unless it was like a Hail Mary, you DM.
I don't know if it's the full soundtrack. I think it might just be a track.
It's just one track.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's something. We'll take it.
So it might be a case of, they weren't 100% sure. Who knows? I don't know.
Well, it's coming up soon.
It seems very close to launch to be like, oh, great, our music's in. We're launching next week. and our key title music came in,
Yeah.
Well, but it's also the kind of thing where they could release it and then put the music in like a month later and people still, it'd still be big news as an update to a game. So
bringing it full circle, Bo's homework this week is to give Windrose a run. See what it is.
Yeah, I probably should try it.
There's enough.
I kind of went on a spending spree. I got a big pile of new games. So
yeah, you do. I noticed even just what you played this week is a big pile.
Yeah,
you're making me look bad. I used to have too much little shit to talk about. Now I don't anymore.
It's mainly just stuff that's been piling up on my wish list, and I was like, I'm gonna try some games.
It was time.
Also, Pragmata out this week. Tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
And that was gifted, I believe, Sir Poppin' Fresh. I don't want to get it wrong. I always hate saying the name without having reviewed, but I think it was him. But I think
that was nice.
We all got it, though. No,
I did not get it. So, oh well.
So it's a big week. You got something else. They know there's 3 hosts on the show, but you know.
I was gifted Pragmata. It was from Poppin' Fresh, yeah.
I have nothing from anyone, so we'll see how that goes.
You have nothing.
I have
That is
nothing
not
from
true.
anyone.
I don't think that's true.
Well, this week, I mean, I do not have Pragmata. I'm curious about that game though, and I'm glad.
Yeah, mine was weeks ago. It wasn't this week.
Oh.
It was weeks ago.
Yeah, I definitely don't own it. I'll look around. The important point is, I also read an early review on that, and that was also super glowing. There's some good shit coming out in the next few weeks. So,
It's a busy month.
Yeah.
Guess what else I bought today that I haven't tried yet, but I'm going to be playing.
hold on, I want to guess.
check Steam.
Look it up.
replaced game, right?
No, it's not on the document. It's a new one I bought just 10 minutes before the show came out today.
Oh,
That was a mouse PI game.
Nope. Although, good guess. That's also a big one that came out today that we all should be buying.
I don't know. I mean, let's see if I can cheat now.
You won't guess it, I don't think, unless you
I
remember.
like that you want to cheat as if asking Bo, who's here right now in front of you, is the worst thing.
I guess not cheat, but I just kind of want to. Is anything in the upper part of the fold here that I don't know about, and I don't know of anything?
No, you won't see it. It's not mentioned anywhere. You won't have remembered this, but
Okay.
I remember it because it clicked with me in one of the like trailer bonanzas we watched. It's a game called Syntopia.
Oh, I don't remember that.
And Syntopia is a city management game, but you manage hell.
Yeah.
And so the souls go down to hell, and you got to like reform them and send them back up to the real world to live out better lives. It could be total crap, but it really appealed to me. It's Team 17 published game, and I don't know, it looks amazing. So I'm going to play that probably tonight.
Why are the reviews kind of mixed on Replace? So I guess we'll get to that later and talk.
Yeah, I can tell you a little bit about that probably.
Making me nervous.
I played that. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll get to all that in a minute. Let's, for now, though, get into this, which is this right here. We're going to talk about this cool link that was circulating around our Discord and a few other places. It comes from grids.fun. They do a bunch of stuff over there, but it is basically an all about me video game chart. And you fill it out and say, my favorite game, best story, favorite art style, and so on. So to give you an example, I'm going to bring up John's first. It's right here. Here's how John filled these out. And we passed this around to people. We thought it'd be fun to sort of compare them,
Our core Discord chat has been popping off.
So wait,
Everyone's
you're
been
gonna
doing
just
them.
spoil mine?
Oh, we were
you're
supposed to
just
guess?
gonna-
I don't know what we're supposed to do.
Well, I don't know. It's like I thought you were about to read mine and just be like, "Here's what John picked." Okay.
Oh,
And,
I see what you
now
mean.
moving on. I just didn't understand the format.
Well,
I
let's
think
do that. Let's do
visually,
that.
it's good to show that it's like
yes,
this grid,
we
right?
should show it. Yes.
Right.
It's like this grid, and it's one of the hardest things was like you're not picking and handing out game awards, all-time game awards. You're trying to. It's one of those things you do exercises like when you do like a group training session, and to get to know each other, you pick the 3 last countries you were, something like that, just to get people to know each other. So it's really about getting to know the person. Because it was very hard to pick sometimes. I like 4 answers for some of these.
I had a really hard time with some of it. Went back.
Well,
and
and
forth.
What's your gut?
I took on a couple of additional challenges that didn't need to be a part of it, but I went ahead and did it anyway. I tried to, because there are a few on here that could be considered negative. Underrated or overrated, I'm sorry, is one of the categories.
Yeah.
I tried to not pick anything that I actually didn't like. Like, there's a lot of games that I think are overrated that I also don't like, but everything I picked, I wanted to be something that I'm positive about.
Yeah.
I also didn't want to pick a game more than once, so no repeats on my list.
Oops.
That's fine. I'm not saying everybody had to do what I did.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to do any repeats. And as a result, there are some categories where it's like, is this my absolute favorite for this category? No, but I want to talk about this game, and it's certainly not going to win in any other category, so I put it there.
All right. Fair.
So,
Fair enough.
So do you guys want to go through? How do you want to go through these? I figured it'd be more of a glance thing, but we can go through each one like slow and then reveal.
I mean, we could go through, I don't know, like reverse order or something, or I don't know. Whatever.
Let's just to get to know each other. I don't think we got to be that coy. Let's just go through each category and say what we have.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's start at the bottom rung. Let's do that.
Yeah, bottom rung it.
Bottom rung it.
Okay.
All the way at the bottom.
John chose Turn My Brain Off game as Vampire Survivors.
I think that's a great choice for turning your brain off. You do not have to think to play Vampire Survivors, as Bo has pointed out many times.
Yeah.
You don't even have to push buttons.
You really don't. For Bo, it was Banished for that one.
And that's a categorical pick. It could be Farthest Frontier, Timberborn, any type of those games.
So that genre really works for you as a place to just go, all right, I'm chilling out. For me, it was Shipbreaker, Hard Space Shipbreaker. That game I can just... I mean, you have to use a brain. You have to use your mind, but you don't have to...
Yeah, but your mind being occupied, it means it successfully pulls you out of all the other troubles.
Right.
You're just like in this hole.
Exactly.
In that game. Yeah.
John chose Diablo 3 with Best with Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of crazy sessions, and I would say this is probably Diablo 2 would also be included, but
yeah,
Diablo 3 is the one where I remember sitting down at times with, Bo was there sometimes, you were there sometimes. There was one session I did with a fellow raider, Hunts the Wind, where we played until the early hours of the morning, and I killed like a 12-pack of soda, and I was like, oh, I'm in middle school again. Fantastic.
Yeah,
that's
I remember
great.
doing some I don't think it was 3 a.m. for you, but it's definitely some 3 a.m, 4 a.m. sessions with John just doing riffs.
Oh yeah, no riffs. When riffs happened for the first time, that game became I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about 3, but I think that game became peak. It was my favorite, some of my favorite stuff ever. So good.
I'll tell you this: I go back and play Diablo 2 and drop off. I go back and play Diablo 3 and the Diablo 4 engine, and I play a lot longer. So take that for what you will.
Yeah, because they got it's all gone 3 with 4 now, pretty much.
Yeah.
Diablo
4 is the new Diablo 3.
You put best retro game as Final Fantasy VI.
Well, do you want to do your guys' best with friends?
Yeah, you're right. We should. We have no real good plan for this. Best with friends, Valheim, says Bo Schwartz.
Yeah. I mean, I think we know where he's coming from with that. We've seen it. We've had to arbitrate court cases.
Yeah. We've been here every step of that way. I put this throws back a little bit, and it's a little unfair because there's also a retro game category on here, but I chose best with friends being Micro Machines V3 for the PlayStation 1. I don't know that I have better memories of a couch competitive good time with a 5-tap controller extender and 5 people playing that damn game, and I love that game so freaking much. So that's a little bit of an outlier, but
interesting choice.
Yeah. Let's look at John's pick for retro. You said Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, this is 100% a cheat. I never played this when it originally came out. I played this for the first time a couple years ago. I feel like I should rework this list because this is probably the one that I feel the most like you just picked something. You just wanted to put Final Fantasy VI somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's why you did it. And that's true. I feel like Final Fantasy VI is maybe the best Final Fantasy. It's certainly in discussion with the top 3. It's of that era. I had already used a lot of other retro games in other places. And I wanted to give it credit, but I'm full of shit. I never played this when I was little, so it is still technically a retro game.
It's your favorite retro game.
Yeah,
fine.
But I didn't even play the original. I didn't even play Final Fantasy 3, as we know it here in the States.
Yep.
So it's a bit of a cheat, and I was going to rework my list today, but I had other things to do, and I was gonna put it in best story, I think.
Oh, interesting. That's where that one wins for you is story.
I actually think it's a better category for best story, not because I think it's the best video game story I've ever played, but because I feel like if you go through those early Final Fantasies, and I know there are people that are like, Die on the Hill of 4, or other ones, that are earlier, there is a notable narrative jump between 5 and 6 where it feels like they came to play. Yeah. Like, we're not goofing around. They hit heavy topics. They don't shy away from it. They do more nuanced storytelling, and I think it really opened the door for stories in video games. So it's probably where I should have put it, but I put it here in Best Retro.
That'll work. I think it totally fits. Let's look at Bose for Best Retro. You put Zelda, the original. Well, no, Link to the Past.
The SNES
SNES game. Yeah, that's a good pick.
I had a tough time with this one. It just felt the most iconic in terms of action adventure RPG game.
Yeah,
this one I'd probably change this one, but
it's an amazing game though.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I remember being very impressed with it back in the day.
It's damn good. Mine was Metroid. Which one did I choose? Oh, Metroid Fusion. Jeez, Scott.
Yeah.
Oh, I could look at the screen and see it, I suppose. That would help. Yeah, I love Metroid Fusion. I could play that any minute of the day. I could start it over. I could finish it again. I could fire it up on an Ambernick. I could play it on my desktop. Any chance I get.
Metroid
I love that
3 in the canon, like the third?
No, it's a GBA game, and they were both the GBA games. Well, one of the GBA games was a remake of one, kind of, like the NES game, and then brought modern for the time. But Fusion was its own standalone thing, and isn't technically 3, but
in the chronology of stories, like a 2.
In chronology, wouldn't it be Metroid 4, I think?
Yeah, so you go Metroid.
There's Return of Samus, which is the Game Boy game. Super Metroid is Metroid 3, and this, I believe, is the direct sequel to Super Metroid.
I see.
Okay. Oh, this is? I didn't. That's a weird thing to never realize. All right. Well, either way, it's amazing. If you've never played in the others, still the perfect Metroid. I love it. Just love it. Then we have this. Oh no, wait. We get to who do we not do? No, that's everybody. Then we got this one. We got nostalgic childhood game, Wizards and Warriors from John. Tell me more.
Yeah, I wanted to pick something wild that a lot of people wouldn't immediately go, "Oh yes, of course, I know this." Wizards and Warriors, I feel like, is it's a game I think of very fondly because it was a game that my mom and I used to pass the controller on because it was hard. It's actually a Rareware game, and it had some crazy difficulty, especially as you got near the end. There was a castle that did it's in all video games now, but the blocks move in and then the blocks move out. And if you miss, you fall all the way down to the bottom.
Uh-oh.
And it just, for an NES game, like, it really hit that, like, Dungeons and Dragons kind of feel to it. Not that I knew that was something I needed, but I just thought it was so cool. It's like, you're running around as this little knight, and then like, oh, you got the boots of levitation, and now you can hover jump, and oh, you got this, and now you can, throw your sword like a boomerang and stuff like that. Like, it was really a cool game, and it has maybe the most tense, like, pucker your butt cheeks, like you're about to die music I've ever heard. Like, even on par with like Sonic is about to drown music.
Oh my gosh.
Like, and it plays it the entire time you're at low health, and it is just it's tense music.
I don't know if I know it. I'd have to find it later and play it. If I was smart, I'd be playing these things right now, but we kind of whipped this together.
We got a lot to get through.
Yeah, we got a lot today. All right, let's talk about Bo's. Bo picked Guardian Legend. Oh yeah, you've talked about this before.
This is always my first install on like an emulator or some old thing or whatever. I just loved this as a kid, so it's maximum nostalgia for me.
Nice.
You play as like a space girl.
Yeah.
There's a planet-eating planet heading towards Earth. You play as a space girl that can transform into a spaceship.
Yeah.
So you have both this like corridor spaceship shooter, and then you transform into human form inside the planet and do Zelda-like things inside the planet. It's really weird and goofy. I think it's like a Hudson Soft game.
Wow.
But it's just,
where did this appear? NES game or where
NES?
Was it? NES. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. I chose Crazy Climber. It's an old arcade game. And I chose Crazy Climber because it was right in the thick of my dad owning and running arcades. We had a couple of Crazy Climbers, a sit-down one and a stand-up. And it was the stand-up model I won a contest in. There was a big arcade contest, and I won a shiny silver Timex watch.
Oh, geez.
By having the high score in Crazy Climber.
Sick.
I just have fond feelings for it. There's the music, the beep, boom, and then there's a bird who shits on you, and there's eggs.
Like any good game.
Yeah, like any good game. And people are pushing flower pots out of their windows to try to hit me in the head. There's a helicopter up top to take you away from there. Electrical signs that'll zap you. Big vertical thing. It had 2 joysticks, and that was how you climbed. You just kind of worked them back and forth. It was awesome. I love that game. Let's see. Next category. It feels like end of the year awards a little bit. Game everybody should play. John chose Journey. I can't argue with that. That's a great game.
Yeah, I think Journey tells an incredible story. It's short. I've said, as sappy and weird as this sounds, like if I was told, hey, you got a couple hours before you die, I'd be like, all right, bring out Journey. You get to play one game before you die. All right, bring out Journey. That'll make me feel good about what's about to happen here.
Sure.
I just think Journey's a real magical experience.
Yep.
I really like it.
Can't argue with that. That game rules. And more people, if you haven't played it, should play it. Bo, you chose... Whoops. Alex. Half-Life Alex.
Yep.
Yeah.
For reasons I've talked about at length.
Bo wants everybody to buy a VR headset. That's the real reason.
It opened my mind to the possibilities of VR. It's very ingenious.
Do you think it would behoove them to make it to 2Dify the experience so that more people could experience it?
No, because that's the point. Is if they 2Dify it, you lose what makes it special.
Okay. All right.
Like they've put a lot of thought into. It's one thing to be like, oh, I have hands and it's in a space. That's a novelty. It's like, oh, Beat Saber. Oh, I can see my hands. I beat things or whatever.
Yeah.
It's that they've cleverly done puzzles that require the spatial need. Like just even to unlock doors and hack things, you've got to move your hand around things to follow a thing, right? Like, and then you've got to look into the walls and get and just the visceral impact of a lot of what they've done. That's seamlessly integrated. It doesn't. Sometimes it clearly looks like a puzzle, but sometimes it's like, oh no, they've integrated like the story into what I'm doing. Like coughing. Like there are points where you shouldn't cough because it attracts the attentions of enemies, but there's this weird shit around, so you got to put your hand up to your mouth and cover your mouth. Yeah. You know, and there's the whole game front to back is full of shit like that. So, I think everyone should play that game. I'm not saying everyone buy a headset and love VR. I'm just saying that is a huge gaming experience.
It may go down as the greatest VR game. It may have peaked there, right? Like the way things are going.
I think it's currently on the throne. You tell me best VR game ever made. It's Alex.
You would believe it.
Bullet.
Next up, we have. Whoops, go back to John. Oh no,
you need to do.
Sorry,
yours.
it's mine. Game everybody should play. I say Loop Hero. Now, the Loop Hero gets a couple of mentions on my list, and people may be surprised by this. But this is the one game that I just constantly get an itch for and will go play. I'll go back and play Loop Hero. And I now have it in so many places. I have it on every platform they made it for. And I just love everything about Loop Hero. If you haven't played it, it's hard to explain why it's great. It even seems like antithetical to what I should like because it's, in some ways, it's like a reverse, not even reverse. It's kind of tower defense-y. And I gave it my game of the year in 2023, and I stand by it. I love Loop Hero, so I always, when someone's like, "Hey, I want to play something kind of different. What's kind of weird?" and it puts together some strange ideas, and somehow it works. I always think Loop Hero. That's the game you want. Let's go now back to John's, which was what? Oh, let's move up a notch to favorite protagonist. This is going to shock everybody to hear this, but. It's your old pal Leon S. Kennedy, yeah?
Oh, is that? Yeah, that's what you took
Jill
from Resident Evil 2?
Yeah.
Is Jill Valentine also in Resident Evil 2?
She is, but only
No,
if you,
she's not in 2.
or not Jill. Not Jill. Who's the other
Claire
one?
Redfield.
Claire, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Maybe I was talking about Ada Wong.
you might have been. I mean, aren't we all at one point talking about Ada Wong sometimes?
No, it is Leon. I don't know why I like Leon so much. Got a couple guesses. But he is... Resident Evil isn't exactly the peak of video game storytelling. It's a very solid series across the board. But narratively, it's always been a little tongue-in-cheek, a little bit fun. And yet, somehow, through that, we have this really nice full circle storytelling moment with Leon that I think is impressive. He's the, try hard rookie that wants to do good, do his best in a bad situation, and he winds up basically being zombie John Wick. And it's a fun arc and it's a cool character, so I'm here for it. All the dad jokes in between.
It's the reason there is a reason they keep bringing him back. I mean, if he wasn't popular, we'd probably hardly ever see him. But I'll bet you're not alone. I'll bet most people would put Leon in the lead Nobody's saying Barry. Nobody would say Jill.
I mean, Barry's pretty great.
Barry's great, but we haven't been given enough Barry to be any more than a one-note joke about Barry. You know what I mean?
The problem with Chris is all the boulders will vote against him.
Yeah. And they got a big caucus, so it sounded wrong.
Yeah. No, that was good, actually. That was really good.
Never say caucus again. Best, whoops, which one was it? Oh, usually
Favorite
not your thing,
protagonist.
Bo. No,
Favorite
best protagonist. Sorry. My brain, for whatever reason, your thing isn't moving. There we go. Look who it is, everybody. It's one of the Yakuza men.
Yeah, this is the whole Yakuza series, and it's, Kazuma Kiryu. I like Kiryu a lot.
He's your fave. Yeah.
He's my favorite.
Of all gaming...
It didn't start that way, but I realized after playing 8 games, I think I might like Kazuma Kiryu. So
of all the protagonists you've ever portrayed in a game, you don't think there's...
Yeah, like I don't count games where like I create my own character because you're just a generic who's whatever, right?
Yeah.
So like I don't know what's a better protagonist than him. I don't know. I can't think of one.
I think that's fair.
Like my favorite.
Great.
My favorite.
He's great.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
great.
Link's okay, but not my favorite. Mario's okay, not my favorite. Mario, excuse me.
Dodged a bullet.
Kazuma, I like that guy. I like him.
Okay. All right, that's great. I think
Good person, and he solves most of his problems by beating things up, which is
my biggest rule with this whole thing was trying to not let too much recency bias affect my answers. So I was worried I was going to put like too many Crimson Deserts in here.
But I mean, this isn't awards. This is about getting to know you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I don't think Cliff was in danger of winning this.
No.
This category.
No. I heard someone got mad at me on Reddit. I went to the Crimson Desert Reddit page and I put, I don't know if they're mad, but I put, this game really missed an opportunity by not calling the quest page in your interface Cliff Notes. I thought that was pretty funny with a K,
That is
right?
good. Yeah.
And most people got the joke, but this one guy goes, they're Korean developers. Only an American would make a joke like this. And I'm like, I'm not talking about the K for Korea, dipshit. It's Cliff. I wanted to jump through the internet and grab him by the nuts and squeeze really hard, but I couldn't. You know, even if I wanted to.
Leave his nuts alone. It's fine.
Yeah, everyone's nuts are fine.
Pink Floyd said, "Leave those nuts alone."
Yeah.
John. Did I do me yet? I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Yep.
You just talked about Crimson Desert for some
I'm very good at talking about everything but my own. For me, it is John Marsden from Red Dead Redemption 1. I suppose carries through in 2.
That's a big favorite. That's a big favorite.
I freaking love him. I just love him. He is, I love that game too, but everything about him, just when I think about who I would like to play right now in some game of any kind, it would just give me John Marsden. He's my guy, my avatar.
All right.
John, let's go to antagonist.
I gave this to Final Fantasy 14 because when I think of favorite antagonists, the one that immediately comes to mind is Emmett Selk from Final Fantasy 14. And even if you said, okay, John, we'll take him off the board for, whatever reasons you might want to, I can still think of 3 or 4 antagonists from that MMO that would be in the top 10 of my favorite antagonists. Like, there has never been, I think, a game where I have quite empathized and, like, I don't know if I've ever finished a boss fight and been victorious, and the first thing I felt was, I had to kill that dude.
Yeah.
And felt genuinely bad about it, right? Usually it's a celebration, but I think Final Fantasy 14 holds the record of not even doing it once, where it's like, yeah, I won, and I feel like shit for it. So congratulations.
Yeah.
Go me.
Go you.
So, yeah. I gave it to 14 because it's got a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, all pretty good stuff in there, too. Bo, Hades' favorite antagonist is probably Hades himself, right?
Yeah. And I think the reason why it was so resonant is because oftentimes the people you are antagonized by are bad guys. Mm-hmm. And in this case, it's more of a withholding father. And even when you beat him, he's like, you're still not that good. Yeah. It's so like, I don't want to say primordial, but it's so like, it's like the best part of Hades is that it hits, it's just like, there's that whole Oedipal complex where you're replacing the father.
Yep.
So fighting the father as the main antagonist over and over again, and him still being withholding, but you eventually getting victory in that he comes around to your point of view, and you're in a place of respect in the family, and ultimately solve things. I don't know. It's ingenious, and I'm hard pressed to think of many games that like do that. Like movies, yes, right? Darth Vader, I'm your father. Spoilers, everyone. It's definitely present in many melodramatic movies, but not in games so much. And it's a big. It was very, at least for me, it was very resonant. So
sure,
I think it's my favorite.
Nice. I was going to say, I guess you have it in your notes later. You're going to talk about that weird shadow drop mode they did.
Yeah, we'll talk about Hades 2 in games we played.
Okay, good. I want to talk about that. All right, let's get to this one. My favorite antagonist is GLaDOS from the Portal series.
Oh, not Cave Johnson?
No, I like Cave Johnson.
Cave Johnson is great.
He's not really an antagonist, I guess. He's just the logs.
Yeah, he's just kind of the worst. But I think GLaDOS has always been a favorite for a whole bunch of reasons. I think aesthetically, the voice and just the way that whole vibes
iconic.
out. I love it.
Very cool and iconic.
John, let's talk about best soundtrack. Apparently, we have a tie here between you two with the best soundtrack. But
yeah, I put remake. Bo put the original, but both of us are pretty much in agreement that across the board,
same compositions. Like
it's Final Fantasy VII. Yeah,
for me too. And I feel like this isn't as subjective an answer as it just is an objectively correct answer. It's the only category where I feel that way, where I'm just like. But anyway.
There's a few that I feel like I could have felt good putting here, for sure. Mm-hmm. But there's something about the score in Final Fantasy VII that even when I didn't like the game, even when I was at the height of because my first Final Fantasy on PlayStation was 8.
Yeah.
So all anybody around me wanted to talk about was 7.
Yeah.
And all I wanted to talk about was 8. So I had a whole lot of resentment for 7.
Yeah.
And even at the height of that feeling, when I would hear the music from 7, I'd be like, "Oh, this is so good."
Yeah,
like it's undeniable.
I don't think there's any argument that it's great. Like good to great is who says otherwise, right? It's all a matter if it's your favorite or not, and that can be very subjective. But if you say, "Is that soundtrack good?" Yes, it is very, very good. So to find out you guys have it as your favorite, I'm not surprised.
And some of the stuff they've done with the remake and Rebirth, turning all the characters' themes and the Golden Saucer theme into like a Disney Electric Light Parade sounding theme is just so good.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Really good. I'll give you that one. I went with something a little more, I won't say boring, but I love the Assassin's Creed Origin soundtrack of all the, not just Assassin's Creed games, but of all games from, let's say, 2010 till now. It is my favorite soundtrack. And I couldn't even tell you why. Just gets me. I hear it and I go, ooh, Egyptian.
That's a hallmark of a good sound. I mean, keep in mind, it's just our favorites, and I could list 20 of the best soundtracks. Like,
yeah.
It's not. We're not handing out awards for the best of. We're just letting people get to know us by our favorites.
Like best multiplayer, John says, EverQuest.
I just wanted to put EverQuest on the list. Let me just own up to this. But in a lot of ways, EverQuest was in many ways a gateway to like online multiplayer and things that I would eventually fall in love with. It was my first MMORPG because I accidentally bought Asheron's Call trying to buy EverQuest.
Oh, you did? I thought you...
Yeah. I couldn't remember the name of the game, and I was like, it's like an online MMO game, and somebody's like Asheron's Call. I was like, I guess.
I
got home, I was like, this doesn't look at all like the game I thought it was.
Yeah.
And...
they tried.
So yeah, I played Asheron's Call for a little bit, but the first one I fell in love with was EverQuest, and MMOs were very important to me after that. So to me, like it was a gateway to an entire world of multiplayer gaming. So yeah, it's a good fit, even if it was mostly there just so I could be like, hey, EverQuest, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well, Bo says, Bo's is not moving. There we go. Bo says best multiplayer, Baldur's Gate 3, just a couple of years old now. Woo!
Yeah, I mean it's one of the best times I've had in a multiplayer game, and it's really good.
It's nice that we can, recency bias is a thing, but it's nice that we can recognize when a game supersedes a previous.
I mean, I could have put Divinity Original Sin 2 there. I think it's just as good, but I wanted to put BG3 on the list. So and it is my favorite, I think.
Yeah, it's really good. All right. What did I choose here? I can't remember. Oh. I chose Unreal Tournament.
I love Unreal Tournament. I think this is a good choice.
Yeah, it's as much fun multiplayer as I've ever had. I did both a lot of online, office, LAN party. Just this game used to be in my veins and would pump through it all day long, every day. I almost put Quake on here because it kind of in an EverQuest way. Without Quake, none of the stuff sort of evolved from that. Yeah. But I felt like UT 99 in particular, just it all came together. It was a very multiplayer focused thing anyway. We were making our own maps. We were capturing flags like wild people. Just the most freaking fun you can have with a shooter.
I had the reverse of the EverQuest thing with this.
What's that?
I heard about Quake 3 because everybody was like, oh, Quake 3 Arena, it's so good. You got to play it. You got to play it. I went to the store. I forgot the name of the game.
Uh-oh. You got Asheron's Call 2 that day.
No, I bought Unreal Tournament.
Oh. Right.
And I loved Unreal Tournament, and then I realized this isn't the game.
Yeah.
So I went and bought Quake 3, and I went, well, this isn't as good as Unreal Tournament. Mm-hmm. And I went back, I just kept playing Unreal Tournament instead.
Yeah.
So.
And you were right, by the way. Quake 3, look, I love me some Quake, but Quake 3 is no Unreal.
Quake 3 was fun. It was a good showcase for my video card, my sick voodoo cards I was putting in. But I liked Unreal Tournament better.
Yeah, it was a better game. I'll go to my grave with that. I don't care how big a Quake fan you are. John, let's go swing back over to yours, and let's talk about not usually your thing, but. And you chose Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean, this is a given. Usually if we say the words multiplayer, battle pass, competitive, battle royale, like these are all keywords that you can watch my screen when we talk about them, and John loses immediate all interest in whatever's being discussed.
Yeah.
And yet there is an exception to every rule, it seems, because I really like Fortnite.
Yeah.
And it goes against everything I want to believe and care about. I think the gameplay is great. I think it looks as good as it needs to. And I think, once they put in a no build mode for us old people to live, that's what that game needed to hook me, and I've been kind of hooked ever since.
Nice. You're the one person of the group I did not think. I remember feeling this way when you first started playing. I was like sure you weren't going to play this game or care about it at all. And then you ended up, well, like you said, it's not usually your thing, but there you are playing that. Yeah. Well done. But Bo, you put not usually your thing, but Elden Ring.
Yeah. I don't really play Dark Souls games or Souls-likes.
Yeah.
In fact, I've only played really the one to completion in Night Rain, but I really like Elden Ring. I've played it twice.
You been back to Night Rain at all since the...
not since the new content, but it's mostly because I just got to move on to other things. It's really good, and there may be an era where I get back to it, but I played a lot of Night Rain. I think I have like 100 hours or something like that.
Oh, my Lord. All right. Really good.
I played it, I had my fill. It's a very good game, but 200 hours, not 100 hours.
Jeez.
200 hours. I played lots.
Double it. So it's a little, not a cheat, but it's my first dupe. Loop Heroes on here because it seems like on paper I would not be interested in this at all, and instead I was extremely interested. All right, back to John's. Let's see. Let's go to... there we go. Overhated. Games that were overhated for what they were. I kind of guessed this is the one you'd put on here, but tell us why Chrono Cross is yours.
Well, originally, as a joke, when I filled this out for our Discord, I put Chrono Trigger as my answer to almost everything that it could possibly fit for. And if I couldn't put Chrono Trigger, I put Chrono Cross. And then if I couldn't put the two of them, then I actually tried to answer it. But it was only like 2 other games at that point. And when I went back and looked at it, I was like, you know what? I do think Chrono Cross is overhated. Because I think, and I do think broadly the concession is that it's a fantastic game and a terrible sequel. That gets said. Oh, there's the original.
Yeah, there's the original. Yeah. Look at all that Chrono Trigger taking up all that space.
It seems like the canonically correct table.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought about it and I was like, I do think it gets overhated a little bit. Is it a great sequel to Chrono Trigger? No. If you go in wanting the follow-up of events, it's not good. There are ways that it clearly should connect to Chrono Trigger that it doesn't. There are ways that you're like, why is this connecting to Chrono Trigger for no reason? But at the end of the day, it's a really cool game. It's got an amazing soundtrack. Also could have gone in that category very easily. And it hit at a point, like, it's this weird introspective game that for whatever age I was when that game came out, I can't believe maybe I was secretly going through an emo phase, because the game really is all about like people just being like, man, if my life had just done one thing a little bit different, where would I be? And like, for whatever reason, me as like a young kid or teen, I was like, yeah, man, right? Where would I be? What would my path be?
Yep.
And apparently it just hit the right kind of notes for me, because I still love that game. It's got a great combat system. People just don't like it because it's not a good sequel to Chrono Trigger, but it is a fantastic game.
Oh, there you go. Bo, you chose something very different. You chose.
Bo chose to play Slay the Spire, apparently.
Yeah, Slay the Spire. No, Darktide. You think Darktide was overhated? I mean, I kind of agree. I think it was. I think that game's better than people give it credit for. What? What happened? You all right?
And booted up Slay the Spire.
Bo got caught playing Slay the Spire.
Oh,
he got caught. He outed himself.
That's how exciting these April awards.
There you go. Whenever Bo repeats what we just said, like it's new information, Slay the Spire. Whenever Bo asks, what are we talking about? Slay the Spire.
Whatever.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. It's an addictive game. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
I chose Darktide for this one.
Can I tell you something real quick about Patrick? This reminds me of this. Maybe I told you guys, but back in the instance days, post 2015 or whatever it is, we got the first, we got Overwatch for the first time. It's 2016, maybe it was. Anyway, Patrick, this is how I knew Patrick was playing Overwatch while we recorded the instance. Because you'd see me like this, just talking, zubba, 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 dabba, dabba, da. And then we'd flip camera to him like I would to John, and he would be, and this would be Patrick going like this. And I'd be like,
you can't play that kind of a game.
I agree.
While you're doing something else. There are games where it works, and there are games where it doesn't. And shooters are definitely among the ones that are a terrible idea.
I used to give him a lot of shit for that, but anyway,
you can put down your turn-based deal.
Yeah, you can leave a turn hanging for an hour. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Yeah, overhated. I agree with you. That game is better than people said it was. Although, so there's a little story with this. It's very quick. It's that we all love Vermintide to death, and Darktide seems so cool, and you guys never played with me. And I include Kyle in that if he's listening. It's also you're part of the disappointment.
I played it with you once.
Yeah, I played with you once.
Yeah, I know, but I was looking forward to
regular play. So were we. It just
problem is then I hated it.
I know. That's why it's overhated, but that's just a story where it's like, I don't know. It is what it is.
It's personal.
But also, when I stream it too, not that I have lots of people who watch, I have a modest, awesome audience of like 20, but when I play that game, it also, like, it's 5 people watch. Everyone leaves when I watch it too. So it's overhated. That's why it's there. Okay?
Well, mine is Rage 2. I think that game is overhated and is worth playing, has great gunplay. I like the developer. This one might be situated right next to my underrated, and it's the same developer. But anyway, I think this overhated. That game's fun. I think people should play.
Decent.
It. Yeah.
I concur with your.
It's a good time. It's all right. It's not the best thing you've ever played, but it's pretty damn good. John's thing went somewhere. Where did it go? Are you over here? There you are.
That's what they always. That's what they ask.
Let's get to underrated for John. Return of the Obra Dinn. I think it's pretty rated, don't you think?
It is pretty rated, but I feel like this is a game everyone should play and love as much as me.
It's still not rated enough. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Critically acclaimed. Everybody loves this. Look at all the awards that went. You still should love it a little bit more than you do.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be objective. It's meant to be get to know. So John feels there isn't enough love for this game.
Yeah, and he's right. That game's great. Fantastic game.
Really love Return of the Obra Dinn.
Although I didn't finish it, but I need to. I could still. I have a good save.
Finish it.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I almost put on here one of my favorite games ever is Papers, Please. It just felt like I just couldn't quite pull the trigger on it. But same guy, he makes nothing but great games. I want him to make games forever. I worry that he's done, but
no, he said that he's just not going to talk about it.
Lucas Pope.
Yeah,
That's fine
came
with
out
me.
recently and he said, I'm not going to talk about what I'm working on until it's done because he's worried that people are going to just make it with AI, right? I think that's what he said.
Oh, like they're just going to scoop him. Yeah, that's fair because a lot of people, he gets a lot of copycats after the fact. There's a lot of Papers, Please likes in the wake of that game. So, you know what? That's fine. Lucas Pope can do what Lucas Pope does, and that is make more of his games and drop it on me without me knowing. I'm fine with that. That'd be great. All right, Oberdin says you. Bo says Elden Ring Night Rain.
Yeah, it's really good.
Underrated.
Really good.
I mean, you know the base game is obviously rated because everybody played it and loved it and it sold like crazy, but the add-on.
It's a fraction of like Elden Ring is of course the darling, and Night Rain didn't connect with this. It's a subset.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of the best games. I think it's a really good implementation of the Souls-like into multiplayer.
Well, my underrated is Mad Max, the video game. Came out in 2015, same year as Mad Max Fury Road, the greatest action film ever made. And this game is a game I played all the way through twice and 100%ed it 2 times over. That's how much I like it. I think it is if I heard these guys were doing another open world game, either this IP or something else, which is kind of what this was supposed to be, I would get really, really excited again because I absolutely love it. And famously, supposedly George Miller didn't love it and was like critical of it and thought it could have been better. And I think that was part of that was him just going, I want Kojima to do the next one. And whatever that, everybody has their favorites, but I think he's just wrong on this point. I think that game is very representative of what the Mad Max world is and did a killer job of representing it. And I love that game. And the car stuff was amazing. John. No, Bo. No, who went next? Bo. No,
Nope,
John.
it's me.
It's John. I did this in a weird order. I kind of screwed myself up. Overrated. Skyrim.
Yep. This is kind of...
This is a funny answer.
Let's hear it. I want to hear it.
It's pretty good.
I think Skyrim's overrated.
Okay.
I don't know what else to tell you. I think Bethesda games in general are overrated. But as I said at the beginning, for those who do not remember, who have problems with short-term memory, and I would assume they're the people that would get mad at this pick, I picked a game I liked. I did not want to pick a game for this that I actually don't like and just shit on a game.
Yeah.
I love Skyrim. I've sunk a ton of hours into Skyrim. But like most Bethesda games, I think it is considerably rated higher than what it deserves.
Isn't it like objectively good because you can even play it on Alexa? Isn't that like a bar you clear when you're the best?
I mean, it is a game they keep repackaging and selling with great success. It is a game that, people were still playing and modding for 10, 20, or 10, 15 years after it came out.
I'm not mad about it. I can definitely see John's point. And it's just about getting to know each other. He thinks it's overrated. That's his point of view.
I remember having feelings playing Skyrim that I now have had again in Crimson Desert, and those feelings are not the same because they're the same game. I don't mean that, but feelings of like, holy crap, this hole goes somewhere. This crack in this wall was more than just a decorative crack in the wall. It actually has like an underground labyrinth of shit to do and things to find and swords to pull and have for myself again. Like the stuff Crimson Desert is doing, I haven't felt that way since Skyrim. And it's obviously way more advanced than what Skyrim was doing, but that's, I think, part of what I like about Crimson Desert is I'm having those Skyrim feelings again, even though they're really not very similar games. But I just mean like the rewarding exploration, the feeling that I could go over that hill and find something, and then I do, and it feels unique and different every time. Like I do like that about Skyrim. But to call it overrated compared to where it is, like in the Pantheon, yeah, it's overrated. I don't disagree with John. Not that we're here to agree or disagree, but I think this is a fine choice.
Yeah, it's nothing personal. It's not to make Skyrim fans mad. It's just I think it gets more love than it maybe deserves. I think it deserves love.
Well,
maybe not quite that much.
Bo thinks that our next game that was made in a weekend deserves it.
That was a troll response. It's Vampire Survivors.
Yeah, Vampire
Survivors. Send your emails
Survivors.
to Scott@coreshow.com.
That's it. Yeah, no, please send it to that. That way I don't actually get them. Vampire Survivors, why? Why is it overrated?
Because everyone likes it. It's kind of a piece of shit. You can't even press the buttons. There's only movement buttons. That's it. It's crazy. Overrated.
Okay. All right. Anything from the John Gallery
It's
on
jokes. It's jokes, but if you still can't
No,
understand his jokes, email Scott.
he can feel how he feels about games. Everybody can feel how they feel about games.
Yeah,
It's
you all
fine.
should feel the way you want to feel. It's fine. For some reason, Twitch just went down. Let me see if it's me. It's not you guys or me because we're talking, so something else is going on.
The guy who's running his hands through his hair is showing.
Let's see. Why is it? Yeah, this is a Twitch intake server thing. Hold on, live chat, people. We're going to try this again. Okay. Oh, could not access the channel. There were some AWS outages this week, and I'm worried that
Todd Howard found out that we were shitting on Skyrim, and he
I think it's isn't
pulled the plug on him.
Claude Mythos ruining the entire internet.
I mean, they went down too. So, okay, here we go. Looks like we're back. Sorry about that, chat. I will keep a better eye on it. I put overrated as Elden Ring. Now, let me explain.
Because everyone wanted you to play it, and you didn't feel like you could.
I just never felt it. I just tried and couldn't feel the way people felt. And I felt like I was crazy. And maybe I am the one that's the problem. I'll fully admit here that I'm in the minority. Not just here on the show, but just like in general. Everybody loves Elden Ring. But for me, it just never clicked. And I don't like Souls-like combat. And I like the vibe of it, like the aesthetic of it, but the story, if you really admit it, it's pretty thin. Like there's some neat stuff happening. It's
all told in aura. It's not really told in,
Yeah.
Like you don't play Souls games for the story. Well, some people do. Unlike Crimson Desert, where the story just kind of doesn't exist.
Yeah.
The story's there, but it's there to be puzzled together. And if that's not your thing, then yeah, it's not going to be a driving factor.
It's dribs and drabs, and it's just depressing mostly too.
Yeah, and they're making a movie, and that could be interesting. And I kind of like that they're doing that because I want to explore that world more, maybe make some story in there. But like people telling me that Crimson Desert has zero story, I think so far I'm having a better story than I got in Elden Ring. Elden Ring was just a lot of nonsense, and
You're wrong, but
yeah, you are kind of wrong. But you didn't play enough. The thing is, it's in dribs and drabs, so you have to get.
Well, that's the other problem.
you got to know about the loathsome dung eater and the destruction of the Elden Ring.
Characters are cool. Bosses are cool. Like world building around those are cool. I just don't.
It's more of a lore puzzle. Like Elden Ring is a world in a state of decay.
Yeah.
So what you're piecing together is what was the world before and how did it arrive at this point? And it's in dribs and drabs.
Yeah.
So, and it's not a one-to-one. It's not like you're like, oh, I'm in Middle Earth, so the world is different. I'm in this place. Are you in heaven? Are you in hell? Did a planet crash into another planet? Like, it's really, that kind of stuff is not explained at all. So it's also unsatisfying if you like extreme detail about that stuff. It's just these vague,
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to have the story of Elden Ring explained to you, I know there are hours-long videos that people have put together on YouTube that explain, like, first it was the Dragonkin, and then it was this. Like, people have pieced together entire documentaries about what the lore is, so it's there. And I've watched them, and they're good, actually.
Okay.
But it's like it's not told to you through a cutscene or through audio logs or any book. Like in Skyrim, you find a book about vampires or something, and then you learn. Or even in Larian games, there's books and stuff.
Yeah.
This game's like there's a guy standing. He's standing with one arm this way, and there's another guy there, and he's like, that guy's trying to find the sun, and that's all you get.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. I don't remember what it was. The maskless man or the faceless man.
Yeah.
And you're just like, okay.
How much of that is people like YouTubers filling in the blanks, and how much of it is actually?
No, they provide sources.
No, it's there. Yeah. The thing is it's like a lot of it comes from item descriptions.
Yeah. The
like
item descriptions carry a lot, right, John?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like I found this item in this place, and it provides this detail about this event. Well, if I find this item, it talks about this event, so I can infer what's going on here. Like, it's there. It takes a lot of work to put together. There's
part of these videos, one of them
YouTube
I watched,
videos.
like Farum Azula, like the tornado place with the floating castle that's broken up. I know that he was analyzing, one of the creators I was watching, analyzing the depictions on the walls, like they're not without meaning. What you're seeing in terms of the sculptures that are along like the walls and pieces, like, and so they're including environmental design as well into the analysis, which is interesting.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, the movie could do a lot for me.
Like you could look at it and be like, "Oh, we're a fantasy game. Give me some fantasy assets and cobble it together." But like you can see the choices about what the environment's made of are like deliberately connected to lore.
Okay.
And have continuity and like are sensible when you construct things about the story.
All right.
A certain type of GeoGuessr nerd likes that kind of stuff, right? Like it's a fun catnip for I'm going to find out the truth about the Elden Ring lore.
Yeah. I like world building where I'm not giving everything up at once, so maybe it's just with so much work getting there that I just never seem to have fun. So for me, overrated, but
yeah, well, that's
may
getting
vary.
to know you, so we know that you think it's overrated.
John thinks that a remake needs to happen with Final Fantasy IX. I thought we heard this is happening. Isn't it happening?
It's been a rumor, but it's also now been a rumor that it's canceled. So it's been all over the place.
Yeah. That seems like
I think the remasters stopped with 8, right? You know?
Yeah, and even 8
Yeah.
was like, they
Minimal.
didn't
Yeah.
do a great job with it. But
Compared to 7, which gets 3 of its own new games in the Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
And 8's like, here's a higher res texture.
we made it unironic when she says that Squall's the best looking dude at the party. Yeah, Final Fantasy IX, I think, has the formula to be the best Final Fantasy ever. I think it has a amazing set of characters. I think it's got an amazing world. I think the art style is perfect. I think it nails so many things, 10 out of 10, that it just slips up a little bit in gameplay systems, and then it kind of drops the ball on the story at the very, very end. It kind of is like, it almost feels like the story gets to its conclusion and they went, "We forgot to make you fight God." And then they included that as well. And so I feel like a couple little tweaks here and there, and I think Final Fantasy IX is maybe one of the best Final Fantasies ever made. I think there are people who already tell you it's already there. But for me personally, what I look for, there's a couple things that just need to be a little bit better. I played through that one twice because of a issue. And both times I went through and was like, man, I want to like this game more than I like this game. I really like it, but I want to like it even more because, again, it's got so many other things that it nails perfectly.
Well, that'd be great if that one could come around again. We'll have to see. All right, John, you did that. How about this one for Bo? He says, I don't want to shock anybody, but he thinks PlanetSide needs a remake. Yeah. Despite this, let's just pretend right. PlanetSide 2 does not exist. PlanetSide 1 needs a complete and total remake.
No, it needs a remake, but it needs to not go in the we're trying to be Call of Duty direction. It needs to go in the Overwatch direction. You know.
What do you mean by that? Just like skins and crap, or what? What do you mean?
No, I mean like there's sort of the difference between like a milsim style shooter or a high intensity, realistic ballistics shooter, which Overwatch is not. The ballistics and business is like cartoon or like Rivals, right? It's like it's cartoon, it's flashy. I think PlanetSide needs to return to its MMO roots. It needs to prioritize those features. PlanetSide 2 went to the free to play model and went to the realism model, and it wasn't as good. It just, I feel like I'm just playing another entry in a Battlefield game. So
you checked in on it lately? Like, has there been any movement on that thing? Like changes or
PlanetSide 2?
Yeah,
I think it's got a core community of players, but it's pretty,
nothing that grabs you though. You're like,
there's nothing. No, I spent a lot of time playing. I think I have like 500 or 600 hours in PlanetSide 2. I played it a ton. It was fun and stuff, but didn't have the magic of the first one overall.
Yeah.
And so, I take a remake of the first one, and I miss just a lot of the stuff that made 2 or 1, so it's not really into.
Well, for me, it's Legacy of Kain or Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. Is it Blood Omen Legacy of Kain or Legacy of Kain Blood Omen? I don't know, whatever.
I believe it's Legacy of Kain Blood Omen.
I think so too, but the way they
thought. Well, actually, you're right. No, it does read as Blood Omen Legacy of Kain.
I don't know if this art's wrong.
Maybe it's just because later it's Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2.
And I like those games. You mentioned the Soul Reaver games. I liked those, but I there was a vibe about Blood Omen, the first game. And I'm coming off of like a lot of Diablo 2 at the time. And so, top down, pre-rendered sprite, RPG stuff is kind of in my, veins at the moment. And I'm like, oh, more of this, please. And I just could not get enough of that. I thought that game was awesome in its day. And I think you could make a really cool, because you could kind of do anything with a remake. You don't have to do just a, up-res of what they already did. You could retell this story, which is another thing I liked. I thought the story was really strong with it. So, yeah, I would go with that.
Yeah, it's a very unique style game compared to the rest of the series. So I would be interested in that, too.
I would play that. Criminally Overlooked. John says Mega Man X2.
Yeah, they keep making Mega Man games, but I like Mega Man X. And I put Mega Man X2 because it's probably my favorite of the 3 Super NES ones.
I just found those so hard that they were off-putting, but maybe I'm playing them wrong. Maybe I just sucked. Get good.
Know. Yeah, get good, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just always liked the Mega Man X series. I like it way more than Mega Man. I do like Mega Man, but I was one of those people that was like, Mega Man 10, they're already on 10. I bought it thinking that the X was for 10.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the 10th Mega Man game. And then I was just like, oh no, this is a different thing. He's a character named X, and look, you can do this wall jump thing. And I like the formula for Mega Man X better. And I feel like if you look at Mega Man X 1 through 4, they've got a really good thing going that could be incredible if they stuck with it.
Yeah.
And then they went, well, let's just make Mega Man games. I'm a little sad.
It is a little sad. I like how animated those SNES ones are. They look really nice, even today.
Yeah.
All right, Bo, let's see what you had to say. Heroes of the Storm, criminally overlooked. I easy agree.
It's
totally
true.
agree.
Yeah.
Pretty
True.
Yeah, it's a bummer. Let's go to the next category. Oh, for me, it was criminally overlooked as Blast Corps. Again, I'm putting a lot of retro-y shit on here, but the N64 game by Rare called Blast Corps was one of my favorite games.
This one. I didn't even know this was the game.
Oh, it's so good.
The premise is so funny, too. I was thinking about this the other day because I was showing this to my son because he likes explosions and buildings coming down. So he's basically made for Blast Corps. And but the premise is that there's a truck carrying like a nuclear bomb or something like that.
Yep.
A nuclear reactor, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And it's out of control. They can't stop it.
Yeah.
So they have to demo everything that would be in its path to prevent it from exploding to buy themselves some time. So if there's big buildings in the way, we got to use crazy construction vehicles and mechs and stuff to tear those buildings down before this truck drives into it.
Yep.
It's such a stupid conceit for like a game where it's just like, destroy a bunch of buildings and stuff.
I remember liking it more than timers because I was like, a timer is just an arbitrary number counting down, and it creates tension and all that. But seeing this big truck with a giant reactor missile thing on it slowly making its way through this crowded space and me having to clear the way, I don't know what it was. Maybe I finally understand. What's the Canadian ice game? The one where you throw the stone? What's that called?
Curling?
Curling. Maybe I understand curling because it's basically curling. It's clear out all the stuff so the stone can get to the end. Maybe I finally understand. I don't know. But I thought that game was awesome. I also have special memories of playing that with my dad. He freaking loved it. And I think it was close to probably the last game he played before he died. And he loved that game. He thought that was really something. So fond feelings for that game. All right, we are now getting to the top level, guys. Chrono Trigger favorite. Oh, wait, we should start over here. Best combat. John says Expedition 33. No recency bias. You really believe this? You think this is the one?
Again, Expedition 33 could have gone in a ton of categories. I could have put it in my favorite story. I could have put it in my favorite soundtrack. I could have put it in best graphics. But I wanted Expedition 33 on here somewhere. And some of the things that I put in those other places wouldn't go anywhere else. But what, for me, because I definitely know there's going to be pushback on this thought amongst the panel here. But for me, Expedition 33 did kind of the impossible. Like, it kind of... There's been so much talk of how do we make turn-based combat engaging. And it's been something that Final Fantasy's been trying to figure out for a long time. Like, as early as Final Fantasy IV, I think, was the first active time battle system or something like that. Might have even been 3 or somewhere in there. It was early in Final Fantasy days where they're like, we got to find a way to make this more engaging than just taking turns hitting each other. Whether or not you believe it needed that or not, it has been a golden goose that has been trying to be caught for a long time. And all of a sudden, some people went, yeah, what if we just made it like Sekiro in a turn-based game?
Yeah.
And turns out I really liked it. I spent a little bit when I first started going, oh no. I wanted to sit and play a chill turn-based RPG. This is very active. I don't know if I'm ready to do this. And then I got to my first boss that just kept killing me. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to learn to do this because I can beat this boss. That's the coolest part about it is once you realize, like, no, you can win. You just have to just do the thing and you win. I was like, that's it. I'm going to just stick with it. And I stuck with it. And then it just led to one of my favorite video game experiences ever. So, for sure, like, you know, I think gameplay, combat, and all of that in that game, it's unlike anything else. It's very unique. You can say it's similar to Super Mario RPG, pressing buttons at the right time. It's similar to Sekiro, but you're comparing a turn-based role-playing game and a Souls-like action game for this, you know, JRPG feeling game. And I think that's incredible.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Worthy of praise. I'm going to just give Win Magus in our chat a quick shout out because he mentioned Kingdoms of Amalur. There's nothing about that game that is special in the combat, in my opinion, except for some reason it's perfect for the game it's in. And I found that combat incredibly satisfying as well. So just a quick fan recommendation there. Kingdoms of Amalur combat is
It's a great game.
Those Shakara things that you would use, those were cool. Those are really cool. That game, dude. I got to go back to that sometime. All right, Bo, let's see what you chose here for Best Combat Heroes of the Storm. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's in my opinion, the greatest MOBA ever made for a reason. So why not Heroes of the Storm?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add to that?
No, it explains itself. We're the Heroes of the Storm show, so
That's true. We used to be all heroes all the time.
Yeah.
Best combat from me is Hades 2 in particular. I think the Hades combat is some of the most refreshing combat in any video game and the most engaging for a long time. And so I can't think of anything but Hades when I think about tight controls and fantastic, satisfying combos and all that. So for me, it's the Hades series. John, your biggest personal impact, World of Warcraft. I think we may have a tie on this.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't this yours as well?
It is mine as well.
Believe?
Mine, if I can move it over. There we go. Yep, we are mirroring each other in this one regard.
Wouldn't be here having this conversation if it wasn't for World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I don't think I would be either. WoW opened up a billion doors for me, and still riding that wave in a lot of ways, and playing it unironically now. So yeah, I'm with you on this. Outside of the game itself is one thing, right? It's like the systems, the way you play it, the way it looks, how long we've been playing it. All those things are one thing, but its ability to generate opportunities for like community and sort of extending out from the game to do other things. I'd never seen anything quite like that in my life. So I think we're in agreement on that one.
Yeah.
Well done, World of Warcraft. You did it. Bo, you chose...
I sort of picked wrong, but I chose PlanetSide. But it technically is Heroes of the Storm. But I answered so many Heroes of the Storm, I thought I'd spread it around, so I picked PlanetSide. But
fair point.
But
this had a huge personal impact on you.
Yeah,
It still works.
I played for 6 years. It was my only game, and loved it, and did a lot. And it was a lot in my development stage as a gamer. So
nice.
There you go.
John, let's swing over to, whoops, I moved too fast. Favorite art style, Hades.
Yeah, I wanted to give Hades some recognition. I love Hades' art style. I don't know if I'd put it as my favorite. There were certainly times in the original Hades where you could do a zoomed out view of the underworld, and it would just sit there. You just look at it, and I would just leave that up on my screen because I liked how it looked.
Yeah.
It's bright, it's colorful, everybody's attractive. It's a great time. So it's absolutely good. I don't know if this would be my answer if I was being legitimately thinking about it, and not just going, hey, I should really recognize Hades as one of my favorite games of all time.
I mean, it's hard. You could pick 50 games probably. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah. No shortage of really good-looking games out there.
Yeah.
That's a tough one just to pick one on.
Yeah. Like the aforementioned Expedition 33 is one of the most gorgeous things maybe ever. Hard not to.
That's a game that did have me at times stop and just go, what am I looking at?
Yeah.
What is this? And that doesn't happen very often in games.
Yeah. It is something. Still, just really pretty.
Yeah. Hades is right up there too. It's a beautiful game.
Bo, you chose Deus Ex, Mankind Divided.
Yeah.
I like this one. It's a good pick.
Even though I think like Human Revolution is like probably the superior game, maybe not. It's been a while. It definitely doesn't look as good. You know, it's almost like, how could you pick this? Like everyone's head's too tiny. Like this is your favorite art style, but overall, like the aesthetic, I just wish they were making more of these. And it's kind of where my first instinct was. Like, as much as I like Cyberpunk is very much like, you know, sunny day Americana, like Grand Theft Auto adjacent, you know, Borderlands even to some extent, and Deus Ex really is like chrome and metal, you know.
Yeah, no, it's really good. I'm a big fan too. I picked a weird one. I don't even know if either of you played this.
I haven't played it. I think I do own it. Never booted
I've heard
it up,
of
but
it.
I'm familiar with the art style, so it doesn't surprise me.
Machinarium is this hand-drawn point-and-click adventure that is a really great game in its own right, but the art style and the vibe of it is so freaking rad. It speaks to me on a whole bunch of levels. I went with that one. I just love that game. That's worth playing if you ever got just, you know, a few hours to just.
This looks like an ageless game. Like it was released in 2009, right?
Yeah,
but
it's been a while.
I'm watching the trailer and I'm like, if this came out this year as some indie game, I'd be like, okay. Like,
yeah.
It doesn't even feel old, or like there's nothing about it that feels dated. So actually, it'd be
big hit in this house too. Everybody, all my kids are super into it. It's just a really good game. And then John, let's go to you with your best story. Mass Effect. I assume the whole, the first trilogy. I assume.
Yeah, I do consider this the trilogy. This is me acknowledging the trilogy in a way.
Why didn't you pick 3? Isn't it the best one?
You know what? I like Mass Effect 3.
He likes 3 more than most people
I
I've
do
talked
too.
to.
I'm on your team.
I don't. It's not that I think Mass Effect 2 is easy the best one. No questions there. I think 1 is one has a lot harder job. And I don't think 1 gets enough respect because it feels a little clunky and all of that. But it's like, do you realize they basically created a Star Trek universe in a single video game?
Yeah,
like it's incredible.
It's incredible what they did. You're absolutely right.
A lot of heavy lifting in that. Mass Effect 2 makes the best use of that, but Mass Effect 3, once they fix the ending, I do think when I got to that ending the first time, there was a lot of like, I don't understand this. I don't get this. Why did this happen? Why did this happen? Their fixed version of that ending, I like. And I know it gets a little weird and out there for people, but I like the whole trilogy. Do I think this is the best story in video gaming for me? No. But I wanted to put Mass Effect trilogy on there because it was a huge, like, I played it. Nobody was talking about it. I went and just bought it. I think I bought the game. I was like, this game's really good. Why isn't anybody talking about this game? And I was like, is there like a collector's edition for this game? I went to Best Buy and just bought the Mass Effect 1 collector's edition, which most people don't even know exists.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Because they didn't really push it. It wasn't like a big thing. And I was like, this is just good. I'm going to just keep playing this. And then it was weird because I just watched more and more people come to it and it just pick up more and more steam. But I think in terms of why it's here, that opening to Mass Effect 2 is insane. It is so good.
All-timer.
The way it opens. And when I think about how that story impacted me, I remember when they released the trailer for Mass Effect 2, and it just said Commander Shepard, killed in action or whatever. And I was shaking. I was so upset about it. I was like, what? What? I was mad. I was like, they don't want to connect 2 to 1, so they're just going to kill Shepard? What are you doing?
Yeah.
And I was like, what is going on? I was genuinely mad. And I waited to find out what happened. I didn't immediately go to forums or anything, but I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And not a lot of games get me to that degree where it's like causing real big bubbling emotions and stuff like that.
Yeah. I can't disagree with it. It's an awesome game. Bo, you chose, here we go, best story Cyberpunk. Oh, no, wait, where were we? Favorite? No.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
Best story.
Best story.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yep.
I think it's my favorite.
Look at you. It's up there
favorite.
for me, for sure. I love it. I heard an interview with the lady who did Lady V in there.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yep.
Super smart. I liked her. I chose
Job too.
a game that no one's probably heard of, maybe.
You've talked about it on the show. I remember you talking about it.
Thomas Was Alone stuck with me to this day. I think about Thomas Was Alone all the time. This is one of the most basic stories, not basic stories, basic games ever. You're essentially trying to get this rectangle character named Thomas. And with the help of other shapes, some are short and squatty, some are thinner, some are triangles, some are just plain squares. I don't want to give too much away because it's actually the kind of game I would want people to experience. Just under the hood, one of the coolest, most heartwarming, most tear-jerking stories I've ever seen in a game. And to this day, up at the University of Utah, they have a games narrative class where all it is writing for games. That's the whole class. And this is the one they bring up every time as like their standard. It's like video games can have all kinds of graphics or they can have nothing, but your affecting story can exist no matter what you have. And even these dumb little shapes, you can do it.
So it's like, even geometry can make you cry.
Yeah, it did. That thing got me like, I'm still a little surprised how much it affected me. It was really something. John, back to yours. Where the hell are you there? There you. No, we're going. Yeah. Why did you?
Yeah, we're at the
it's
end.
my fault. I moved it. Favorite game number 1, Chrono Trigger. I'm shocked. Shocked. I tell you. Shocked.
Everybody look out. Here comes a big surprise.
Yeah.
The game that I constantly say I want a remaster of. It's the game that I want Final Fantasy XIV to do a tie into. It's the favorite soundtrack. It's like all this stuff is Chrono Trigger for me. It was in a lot of ways. It's another accidental purchase. Apparently, I've bought a lot of like.
This is great to hear. Some of your
purchases.
favorite games, you just get them by accident.
Yep, I had a friend, and he and I would talk RPGs all the time.
Yeah.
Like at the playground. That's what we would do. It was just, and he'd be like, "I'm playing this one. I'm playing this one," and just. Sometimes you're just not on the same wavelength when you're talking to someone. And he was talking about Chrono Trigger, and then he switched to talk about Breath of Fire 2.
Oh.
I did not realize we had moved topics.
Oh.
And he started telling me all this stuff. He's like, there's a part where you're going through a kitchen and they're secretly trying to cook you, and how you answer changes on how much health you lose and all this stuff. I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's awesome. So I went to the store and I was like, yeah, I'm looking for this game Chrono Trigger. It's got, with all of this other stuff about Breath of Fire 2 in my mind.
Yeah.
And I bought Chrono Trigger and went home and played it. And I went back next day at school. I was like, you weren't kidding. This is the best game I've ever played. And he goes, you didn't get Chrono Trigger, did you? I was like, yeah, Chrono Trigger. That's what you were telling me about. He's like, that's not the game I was talking about.
Yeah.
I was like, well... whatever, I really like this one.
Was Breath of Fire? Breath of Fire was a Genesis game, wasn't it?
No, Breath of Fire 2 is also a Super NES game, which I also like. It's, Capcom not well known for their JRPGs, but Breath of Fire 2.
Yeah, it's all right.
Ooh, I do like some Breath of Fire 2.
I remember that being
pretty
all right.
good.
That's funny, though. You and your accidental favorite game finding.
It happens a lot. In chat, this is doing a lot of good for me. Did John have some sort of brain damage he grew out of? It's nice that you said I grew out of it, so thank you.
Backhanded compliment.
Yeah. I consumed a lot, and my memory was not, it still isn't the best. So there was a lot of, didn't write anything down, didn't have cell phones or anything. So there was a lot of go to the store and be like, yeah, I heard about a game. Well, what was it? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm that way with certain things. I'm really good with like years for things. So like movies and stuff. But then if you say, I don't know, how many albums did the Beatles make? I don't know. Like, it's just all about what you're into. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And John just, he wasn't into titles. He was into gameplay. How about that? All right. Excellent. Bo, we bring it to you.
Okay.
Or we haven't done me yet, have we? Hold on.
Nope.
I'll do me first.
Game, the final thing.
World of Warcraft. It is, I just have to be honest about it. What has had the biggest impact on me? Also, what is the thing I've played the most for the longest, on and off for big swaths of time with some breaks, but for the most part, pretty consistently. And I've always enjoyed myself when I come back and feel like when other games use some of their ideas and use them well, I get stoked, and I love to play those games too because they took some good ideas. So yeah, for me, it'd be a lie to say anything else. It's World of Warcraft. Bo had a very different one here from the same company though.
It's Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of the Storm, favorite game of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Still play it.
You know what? We should play it.
play
If you want to play, we should play.
We can play it right now if you want.
All
Show's
right.
over.
Bye,
Let's
everybody. Hurry up and finish that Slay the Spire 2 round. We'll, I'm just teasing. Let me get rid of these. All right. Well done. That was fun. I know you guys, a lot of you have been like looking at your little bingo cards as we've been going in the chat. If you're doing this at home, that's awesome too. If you don't know what this link is, it's in our Discord. So join our Discord and come see what that's all about. All right. We got a couple other things to get through here. Let's do it. Baldur's Gate 3 fans are remaking the original game, the original Baldur's Gate, as a custom campaign in 3, which means the graphics, I assume there'll be some voice stuff. I don't actually know. But I'll play this if it's good, like if they do a good job and kind of make me feel like the first game is really in here, I'll play Baldur's Gate 1, 3,
Yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah, why not? I thought that was pretty neat. And
I think that, the evolution of gameplay, graphics, and design is probably one of the big hurdles preventing people from going back. So I think that's fine.
Yeah, and it's a mod, which the game supports. It's not, nobody's, as far as I know, nobody's rattling any legal swords over doing this. Although I suppose whoever owns the rights to the first game, which I think is just EA, or maybe Hasbro owns the rights now. I don't know.
I mean, I think as long as it's given away for free, it's fine.
Yeah, that should be okay. Anyway, that's coming. Very exciting.
Cool.
Probably our biggest news of the day. Microsoft's considering 3 major changes to Game Pass after the CEO got up and said, "This is too expensive." By the way, right on the heels of a price increase, she says this. Kind of wish she had said it before the price increase.
Yeah,
but whatever. Here's the 3 things, and we can talk about them. And I don't know if any of this is going to work, but they're talking about an ad-supported tier that lets players access games at reduced price for free in exchange for watching ads, similar to what Netflix does. So in the Netflix case, the better comparison would probably be streaming games. But when it comes to like downloading them and whatnot, I don't know how you do ads for that, but that's one thing on the table.
Sounds awful, but definitely sounds like something Suits would do.
Yep.
So,
but awful, right? I don't like it.
Checks out.
Yeah, I don't like it. A Netflix bundle. There are ongoing discussions with Microsoft and Netflix CEO or co-CEO Greg Peters. Nothing's been finalized, but those talks are happening. So there may be some kind of bundle, and then you get both things at once.
To that point, I will say, one of the things when they tried to convince us that they were doing this with our best interests at heart, when it was, we hear you gamers,
Yeah.
you want to pay more for Game Pass, which nobody said. They did try to soften that blow somewhat by being like, look at all the extra stuff we're now offering with it.
Yeah.
I do think a model where you could pick and choose features a little more a la carte wouldn't be bad. I know that's not how it works, which is why it would never happen.
No.
But like, that I'm okay with.
Yeah,
you know,
okay
if somebody
too.
wants to be like, yeah, throw that on there, and you know, you get a discount because you're bundling it or whatever, like that would be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
But I'm not necessarily opposed to this. But so far, the only thing that I've really agreed with is that Game Pass is too expensive.
Yeah, I agree with it. And I also just think maybe the way to fix that would make it less expensive.
Yeah,
Not
crazy,
some
right?
fandangled new wound up mess of wires on top of an already big mess. Just drop your price again. Don't make this simple. Oh, it's too much? Okay.
Gamers, we heard you when you all canceled your Game Pass subscription.
I mean, I know a lot of people did it the same day I did it, which was the day they did the last increase. Guess what else I did that with recently, since it's in the same news? Netflix. For the first time since 2006 or 5 or something, I was no longer a regular Netflix subscriber because it was just, finally it broke it. It was just like, that's too high. What are you doing? You keep reporting record profits, but then you keep raising your prices. F every one of you in the butthole. You know?
Well, how can they keep reporting record profits if they don't charge us more?
Well,
Scott?
I guess so. But I, you know, get me off this thing. You know who we should start a streaming service is freaking Valve, and then don't go public. Just Valve should add it. I'll pay them a monthly fee. I don't know why I want non-public companies from now on. That's who I'm aiming for.
I do know why. Everybody knows why. It's not a guarantee, but
No.
it helps.
It helps. I mean, it's from what I've seen, it's always better. I've yet to have an experience with a company where it's a big company doing big things, where I didn't feel like I wasn't getting nickel and dimed or pinched every 5 minutes because they were non-public. The public ones always aiming for, well, this quarter has to be higher than the last one. That's unsustainable without us paying too much. So F off is what I'm saying to them. Yes, Bo.
Yeah, you covered it. It's fine. It's fine. You're right. Like, yes.
Would you,
Yeah.
I mean, does this interest you at all? Like, ooh, they find a way to make
off.
Game Pass cheaper.
I mean, I've been off subscriptions, period, for a while. Like, I'm not fully off them, but like, I only try to have one at a time.
Yeah.
That's it. You got to pick why. I keep my premium, YouTube premium, and like I do my, Patreon subs to things. Like, it's not. I'm not against subscriptions, but TV and video games, no thanks.
All right.
Pick one, and if you want another one, cancel it and move to the other one. Like, I don't. The whole point of the deal was that it's like $5 a month to get some old TV shows. Now you want to spend $30 or whatever, or that's what we left. I'm not interested in going back. I'll live without it. Yeah. Like that's kind of where my head's at on that stuff. Right?
I like the idea of just one, but I don't know who to do at one given
Well, you're
time.
always that's the FOMO that's created now. It's like, I just like this one thing they're doing, and I just like this one thing they're doing, and then all of a sudden it's $150 a month proposition. It's like money's economy's. It's not like economy's doing great, and I don't notice this money is getting blown everywhere. So
Yeah, that's the other thing. It feels.
And I always hate when I go a month having sub to a service and not using it. I get irrationally like irritated. so that's why I'm sort of protective of like subbing. It's because I know I'm gonna eventually fall into that.
I think that's rational to feel that way. I think you're actually the most rational in the room to feel that way.
I had some thoughts the other day too, where I was kind of like, I wonder if we'll get back to a point where we're ready for physical media again, like even in gaming.
Like as it won't be a reversal.
I was
right?
watching this video of a Nintendo DS, and it's like I never really had the DS, but it's like it's a very unique game experience because it's designed for 2 screens, right?
Yeah.
There's a Mario Kart, and I'm like, I wonder. The thought was almost like, I wonder why Nintendo sort of like moved away from that. I wonder if there's room for a console system that has some sort of unique things that requires the console. Like that seems to me, rather than chase the PC gaming dragon, that console makers need to find a way to innovate, to offer something in their tentpole that you can't get on PC.
Well,
and
and
I'm like,
They
the
kind of
DS was a
tried
great
that
example,
a little
you know?
bit,
Yeah.
right? With like Kinects.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've been
Was that right?
experimenting, but it's to me the DS seemed like the strongest pitchfork. So.
Yeah, I think the DS is probably, off the top of my head, the only one that I can think of that actually
And the Wii was a little
does
like
it.
that.
I mean,
but
you
not.
could kind of argue it with the Switch a little bit, right? But I also know like obviously the Wii was a success. I'm not going to sit here and try and be like the Wii wasn't that, but like best-selling console ever or something like that until the Switch or something.
Yeah.
But I feel like so many people, if I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember the news, was that the console sold very well. Video game sales on it were bad.
Yeah.
So in other words, everyone and their grandma bought the console, and then nobody bought anything else.
They bought
for
Wii
it.
Sports because it came bundled. That was the game. The game was this white box with these two weird remotes and the sports compilation. And to a lot of people, that was the Wii. That was it.
And I know that's how I felt about the Wii after a while. Like, I was so excited to have that console. But then, like, I bumped something, and that stupid piece that sat on the top of the TV would fall down behind the TV with the little thin wire that felt like it was going to fall apart if a wind blew by.
The worst.
And you have to line it up, and you had people talking about, you could do the IR tracking if you put 2 candles on your TV, and weird bullshit that popped up around that. And it's just like, what are we doing? Like, it just became a big hassle. So to me, like, I think the DS, there was a portability and an ease with it. And even to a degree, the 3DS, because that was gimmicky, but it was built right in. And if you didn't want to do the 3D, you just turned it off.
Yeah. But the two screen thing carried forward because it was very successful for them. The problem is, because I know I agree with where your head is, Bo, on like maybe that's how we get to a place where the uniqueness drives more hardware, or more physical media. The problem is, if we had a DS today, like a 4DS, 5DS, 6DS, whatever, if they'd kept that going, the dual screen does lock things to its platform, but it doesn't lock them physically. It still could be a very digital device. You just download these games to your thing, and it wouldn't bring back those physical cards. The only reason Switch carts and Switch 2 carts sell so well is because the base unit doesn't have a lot of storage, and people don't like fiddling with that. And number 2, you sometimes just get better deals on the cart on Amazon or something than you would of the digital download version of the same Mario game or whatever. So I don't know what the answer is. I think
I'm not sure if they have that next idea yet, but I think I don't know. Like I think having things online and networked is great, but I think we're going to have I think things are kind of getting worse on that front. I think there's a lot of exploitation, a lot of toll gates getting put up, and in a lot of different industries, not just gaming.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure where it all goes, but I think we haven't seen the last of physical media or at-home libraries.
Yeah.
Because I prefer the Steam method as long as I feel like it doesn't even matter that it's publicly traded or private. It's just whoever's like providing reliable long-term service and not trading in what they've built to chase some short-term trend. Like even Windows and like having AI and all these features. I just want an operating system that runs all my devices. I don't need it.
Yeah.
They want to be something else. I don't need it to be anything else.
Oh, they'd love it to be something else. They would love that.
That creates annoying as a consumer, and like all these things are becoming annoyances for whatever reason. So, I feel like the Game Pass, as it started, it was like great, like a small fee, we get this huge library of games, and it's turned into like something else. So I'm just not interested.
Lost its way. Well, we'll see what they do. Bo's got a story in here about Rockstar.
Well, I don't think you read number 3.
Oh, did I not read 3? Sorry. You know what?
Just to wrap it up.
3 is important. Pulling Call of Duty off Game Pass is number 3, with reports suggesting the 2026 edition could skip the service entirely. Since having it on day one, Game Pass has cost Microsoft hundreds of millions of dollars in lost game sales.
So even they don't like having it. This is so stupid.
I know. The whole thing. Remember when this was like, that's the point. You unleash it, and now it's everywhere, and play it anywhere. And now they're going, oh, shit. That was a bad idea. Phil, what were you thinking? Now they got to...
Well, they like their hot cash injections.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone's like, oh, we love recurring payments. Yeah. Now they're like, oh, we don't love recurring payments. We love hot cash injections. So pick a lane. Jeez.
I know. This one annoys me the most. I don't even care about Call of Duty anymore. Oh, they announced a movie, though. That's coming next year. No, 2 years. 2028.
Haven't they done like an insane amount of Call of Duty movies? They just called them different names?
That's a great question. What is the most Call of Duty adjacent movie that doesn't have its name? Probably
Saving Private Ryan.
Sure, for the World War II stuff. Yeah,
there's like any war movie is a Call of Duty movie. Like, I realize they have their own characters and stuff like that, but
Soap. Don't you want to play Soap?
He died.
Oh, that's right. Soap died.
Spoilers.
Oh shit.
Sorry,
Spoiler
I ruined
Baron.
Your beautiful Call of Duty narratives.
Spoiler Baron, just for a second.
Yep.
Someone died in Call of Duty. All right, he's gone. He's back to figuring out what's going on with this kid. All right, that is going to do it for the moment. We're going to come back.
No. There's one here that you crossed off that we absolutely have to tell people about.
Well, also we can't skip the one that isn't crossed off.
What did I do? Oh, this one. Rockstar got hacked. And then they got refused ransom, and then the data was leaked, but it wasn't all that damning. They claimed it was really damning, which is how you do it if you want to get the most money out of it, but it wasn't.
No, but GTA didn't pay. They were like, Rockstar was like, fine, whatever, leak it.
Yeah.
And then when it got leaked, nobody was that impressed.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't anything that bad in there, so it was. That's why I even contemplated putting this in here because it was a nothing burger.
Yeah.
But GTA, it did confirm that GTA Online currently makes $500 million a year, which is
which I think we kind of
an
knew
insane
that.
amount of money for some RP bullshit that's like 10 years old at this point.
More than that. It's like 12, 13 years now.
I think that's an eye-opening amount of money and worth just letting people know. I think that was interesting.
Yeah, it went real fast. The story broke that they were holding it hostage, and then the stuff was released. It felt like only a day or two later, and then...
Yeah, they gave them like 48 hours or something like that to pay or release it, and they made good on their threat. and then it was like, okay, this is not... It didn't do any damage to Rockstar.
PC Gamer claims it went over like a wet fart. That's how they put it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's how ransomware works, right? You're trying to extract money and you failed. There's one here, though, we have to tell people about because it's an important PSA. Star Trek Resurgence, the Telltale Star Trek game, released 3 years ago, and it's being delisted.
Oh,
you can't buy it.
Shit. I hate
So
this.
if you want it, go pick it up because, I don't know if you'll ever be able to buy it again. I do own it, and I think it'll stay in your library if you own it. It's just you won't be able to purchase it.
Yeah, it won't be
after
purchasable.
May 23rd, imminently.
It's like John in that cool Transformers game you have that I'll never have because I didn't get it while it was not delisted. So
yeah,
it's just
so
for me.
I felt this was really important. The rest of the stuff we can wait till next week if it's still relevant or whatever. Not that big a deal, but this was important because it's a pretty good Star Trek game, and you might have been. I waited a long time before I bought it, and I still haven't played it, even though it is in my library.
this one like Telltale is Telltale-ish.
Yeah, it's the one that was on Epic only for a while, and then released on Steam later. And yes, it's a
Did
Telltale.
it? Because I don't see it on Steam.
Is it delisted already?
Already delisted? It says May, but maybe they already took it off.
I don't see it.
I thought I saw it on Steam.
I
but
see
maybe...
it on Steam.
Oh, it might already be off. I'm going to go to my library because I think I don't have it installed, but I do have. It's in my library.
Oh, I found it. I found the Steam version. It is currently delisted. Yep, it's on there though. Here it is.
You can't buy it anymore?
Nope, they did the thing that the article's talking about, but they said they were doing it in May. It happened earlier.
Oh shit! Well, bunch of bastards.
I know. I feel a little bad about it.
You can still buy it on Epic.
Okay. Maybe they had a longer. So the way. Oh, you know what?
As for the game's exact delisting date, it has. It's a guess. They're guessing May 23rd.
Okay.
So they didn't actually say what day.
But
I can't buy it now. Fuck.
It could be. So the loss of license here is the publisher's license to distribute has come to an end. So they are no longer allowed to distribute a Star Trek game as part of their contract. This happens with sports stuff, some of the racing games with car manufacturers.
It's especially weird. CBS is so weird with Star Trek, though, too. This is definitely unique to the Star Trek license. There's so. I just don't know any other Star Trek games that have gotten this delisted this aggressively. The game's out.
Yeah, you can play it.
If I go Star Trek Elite Force, is that still viable? No. Okay. Well. Star Wars Battlefront from 2020 is there.
Yeah,
still there.
That's still an active concern. Yeah.
So they have older games. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I can buy Judgment Rights, the original VGA point and click adventure game. That's still available.
Sure.
That's a 30. You know what I mean? What's going on? I don't know why this game's getting delisted. It's insane.
Well,
anyways, I just wanted to let people know. And Scott, you don't have to play this on the show or anything, but I wanted you to watch that video of someone playing World of Warcraft with hot dogs.
oh wait, I didn't.
Because I know you're a big hot dog guy.
I do like hot dogs. I'm a big fan. Hold
Just
on,
click
let's
that
take a
link.
look at
Yeah.
it. Let's take a look here.
It's worth a watch, but skip ahead to like them doing mythic dungeons like 2 minutes in or something like that, so you get the full view of what's going on.
Oh yeah, he's full on. Wait, what did he plug these into?
Move to 2 minutes. Move like farther. It shows him doing the actual mythic like rating and stuff.
All right,
Yeah, like
so
that
go
segment.
like here.
Something like there you go.
Why?
I don't know.
I didn't watch the video. I just saw it and I thought, because you know how Scott likes to put hot dogs in the microwave and wrap it in like cheese and a thing and
Hell yeah.
call it a thing. Yeah, and I was like, this. For some reason, World of Warcraft hot dogs. This just said Scott to me all over, and I was like, I was gonna make sure we showed this.
Let me tell you my favorite hot dogs. The ones that are in buns with all kinds of ingredients and stuff. My least favorite hot dogs are one that a guy's been diddling his whole raid time. Look at this with his fingers.
You'd use your own hot dogs, not.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, you don't have to use his hot dogs.
I wouldn't eat
It
mine
doesn't
either.
matter.
Yeah.
I don't want to finish raiding and go, oh, thank God my hand smells like hot dogs now.
This is a raid too. You said this was Mythic?
I thought he was doing Mythic Plus, but maybe he's raiding now.
This is an
I don't
actual
know.
raid. I did this raid. What's it
Sick.
called? The Spire, whatever it is. The new one.
Yeah, the Void Spire.
Void Spire business. But look at the way he's tickling these little dog tips.
Like I think there's more than just 8 buttons. Like I think which way you move the hot dog does different abilities and stuff.
Yeah,
like
it
that.
seems to have directional stuff.
It honestly looks better than using a mouse and keyboard. It's like softer on your hands and stuff. Like after like 3 hours, my hands have got carpal. It's a soft and squishy and like it looks awesome.
Okay,
People Google it,
I
playing
do
World of
think
Warcraft with hot dogs.
this is kind of great, but I would never do it, and I wouldn't go. I'd go nowhere near his hot dogs when he's done.
Yeah, don't use someone else's hot dogs because not only is it hot dogs, but his sweaty hands have been on it. So
Gross.
The juice on there is like oof. You know.
Ugh. I'll send that to my son-in-law. He'll think that's great. He hates hot dogs, so he'll be a perfect.
But I know you like them, so there you go.
There you go. Thanks. That was perfect. Perfect time to take a break. When we come back from this break, we will do more and talk about the games we played, sum up our gameplay for the week. We got some great feedback from you guys and more. That's all coming up after this, and a show from John. The John Show, you might call it. So stick around. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody. We're back. Welcome back to the show. We're going to talk about the games we played, and why not? It seems like fun. All right, so more combined play. We'll start with Resident Evil. John and I played again on Tuesday. I should say I played and John encouraged me to do certain things. That game continues to be very rad. Most of Tuesday's play ended up being with Grace, and I thought we'd have more time with Leon, but by the end we did.
We did.
That's more about me and how I'm pacing things, I think, because I tend to walk by every single thing and look for stuff a lot. And then when something's scary, John's like, just run in there. He's fine. He's not going to do anything. Just run past him. And I'm always thinking like, yeah, but is there a better way? And so I kind of sneak a little slower. And so I'm probably not, ripping through this game at the pace that it was designed to be, but that is where I am. But the game continues to be very, very good, very rewarding in all the horror game ways that you would hope. And this is the first time that I've genuinely liked it while I'm hating it. Does that make sense? Like I don't like being freaked out. I don't like being scared in a video game. I don't like the for whatever reason how I get with games that are meant to be scary. They really work on me. Unlike movies, don't care about those at all. They all work fine, no issues. I don't get scared in movies, but I do in games. So all of that's still true. But also this time, for whatever reason, I'm just admiring the quality of this thing at the same time in a way that I'm not used to, even with Resident Evil. So kind of a thumbs up so far. The game's great. And we're 3 sessions in, and it has its own playlist now. So if you want to catch up, it's up on the YouTube channel, and you can go watch it. But we're going to keep playing every Tuesday till this thing's done. How do you feel about it, how it's going? Feeling good?
I think it's going good.
Yeah?
I did think you'd get a little farther this week than you did.
Yeah.
But you're not that far off from my expectations, like
Yeah.
where I thought you would be.
Yeah.
So I think you're doing good. I think we'll hit the ground running as Leon, just cleaning up some zombie killing or whatever you got to do, and then press forward with whatever's next.
That's right. We got zombies to kill and a lot of ways to kill them.
Yeah, Grace went down in that hole. We got to find out what's down in the hole.
Oh, that hole's going to be bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing good about a hole.
You're going to really, really struggle with the next section of the game.
Really? Shit. Lots of dark, and that lady's down there, the big grandma with the light aversion, and there ain't no light down in that hole.
That's right.
I'm going to see her hole, aren't I? That's what's going to happen. I'm going to see that lady's hole. No? All right.
Nope. But there are some really cool set pieces and stuff coming up. There's a lot of cool stuff.
All right.
But I'm not going to lie. The next section of the game is probably the most the game feels like. Whew. It gets in your head. It makes it very clear psychologically what's in front of you and says, go for it.
Can't wait. Can't wait to feel the burn. Anyway, Tuesday, 1 p.m. It's up on the Frog Pants schedule. Just check the site and you'll find it. Crimson Desert, more of that. It's pretty much all else I had time to play with the exception of 2 other quick things, which I'll get to in a sec. But John and I have both been playing. I'll tell you a place, John, you probably didn't experience this. There's a place very early in the game that I haven't experienced until much later in the game because I just happened to not explore there and was never sent there for anything. But I've gotten to this place in the forest where there's a bunch of little gnome people, and they keep trank darting me.
Yep.
And knocking me out and then dragging me off to this little camp and then leaving me. And the problem is I kept thinking I was supposed to just sneak and then I could get out of there or something so they wouldn't. But they keep doing it. They keep blow darting me and getting me and killing me or ending me. And I've been with this game, I've been trying really hard with Crimson Desert not to look everything up if I get stuck or a puzzle that's weird. I don't want to know. I want to learn. I want to do this on my own. There's something about this game that drives me to not want to look up tips on it. And so I'm not sure what to do there. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. And it's funny because I'm pretty far in other ways, but because I'm there and I can't seem to sneak out of there, I'm just getting blow darted everywhere. So there must be something I'm supposed to do. Another gnome to talk to, or I'm just a slightly different direction, or maybe I need to hold my light in somebody's face. I don't know what I got to do. But that's kind of where I'm at. And I find that both frustrating and kind of charming that the game has figured out a way to make me feel like I don't know what the F I'm doing again, because the game does this a lot. That game rocks. Crimson Desert rules. We're going to talk about this game for the rest of the year. I hate to say it. I continue to love this game. I don't have much else to add other than I'm making more money. I'm not in debt anymore.
That's good.
Yeah.
Look at you.
In fact, I was in so much debt that I worked so hard to get out of debt by gathering as much extra cash as I could, selling a bunch of animals I captured, that kind of stuff, that I got to a place where I could happily get arrested, thrown in jail, have them take my bounty that was so egregious. And
Why
now
are you committing so many crimes?
now I'm in the clear now. I'm in the green, or no, the black. I'm in the black. The black, not Black Desert. Just it's not to want to confuse anybody. But I'm no longer in debt. Yeah, I'm in the crimson debt. Yeah, no more debt. And I don't like the mayhem that I've caused. The problem is the game doesn't handhold you to tell you what systems are in place for when you do something the world won't like. So my very first thefts were mistakes. Me not understanding the red zone of suspicion. I F that up.
The red zone of guilt.
Yeah, the red zone of guilt, which you just can run out of depending on the situation. And then I broke somebody's vase in front of them, and that pissed them off. That was an accident. I just walked into it. Like, there have been multiple crimes that are not me intentionally trying to be criminal. Now I know and I understand these systems, and I'm very careful now. And even when I pickpocket, I know what I got to do and where to be. So now I can commit crimes with impunity, which is kind of the goal.
Scott, the innocent man.
Yeah.
When I pickpocket now,
I know how to pickpocket legally.
I'm being framed, said Scott.
Yeah.
And later in that same sentence, when I pickpocket people.
And I haven't tried any of the bank stuff. Apparently you can invest and the banks will bring back revenue that you'll just make.
Yeah, I accidentally invested. I was kind of flush with money, and I went there and I was like, yeah, I don't know, gold bar, I guess.
Yeah.
And they're like, do you want risky investments or safe investments or medium investments? I was like, I don't know, medium. It's like, okay. And then I just was like out 100 silver, and I was like, okay, I guess I invested.
Yeah.
I guess I'll forget about that for the rest of the game.
No return on that investment yet? Or do you know how that works? How does it pay out?
No, I don't know. I just went wandering around. I had an extra 100, so I haven't really worried about it. I was like, okay,
Damn.
It's in there, I guess.
Well,
so I'll come back and check it out at some point and see if I made money, see what happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it
can lose money, but I guess that depends on your risk factors. I guess if you're flush with cash, then who cares? You can take some risk, but I don't feel comfortable with that yet. I don't have enough. I have enough to kind of live, but I'm not ready to just dump it on the freaking stock market.
I've went through so much food that now I'm spending like in real life, I'm spending all my money on food, it seems, because I went to a place I definitely should not have been and was getting killed very quickly and easily, and I just ate everything in my inventory. I was like, oh, I gotta fix this.
Yeah. Did that help? Did you get what you needed? Sounds like you might have.
Got a lot of. Yeah, I mean, I did it. I got through it. So far, there hasn't been a challenge that... No, that's not true. I did run into one boss that I was like, yeah, I'll give this a go. And he smacked me and one shot killed me. And I was like, well, maybe we'll try this one later.
Yeah, come back to him.
I don't know if I need to be here right now.
I've had a few of those. Have you done the misty red box that floats in a cloud yet?
Yeah, I didn't like that boss. People have told me there were other ways to fight him.
Yeah.
I just kind of dodged and let him slam into the ground and then smacked him. But he was a real pain for me.
Called the Crimson Cube, I think.
Yeah.
Which seems a little on the nose, but whatever.
It's a super cool game. I'm in the same boat. I've got nothing else to talk about this week because every time I logged in to be able to play anything, I was just like, I just want to play more Crimson Desert. I just want to run around and suplex people and stab them with swords and shoot down towers with arrows and, have a lot of fun. I'm about to upgrade my camp again. I still don't have my own personal dyer at my camp but my character looks cool.
Yeah,
that's the part that I'm like, yeah, like I found a cool set of armor.
Still Cliff?
Yeah, it's still Cliff. Okay. I haven't played as the lady. I finally was like, maybe I should try playing as the lady.
Yeah.
And I was at a point in the story where she's like, I have to go somewhere. And so she's not actually available.
She's not even around. Yeah.
So I was like, well, I waited too long on that, I guess. But whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
Cliff looks really cool right now as he's stomping around in his shiny armor and stuff.
Yeah. I keep hearing that you'll never get around to playing her because everything you're doing is you're making progress with Cliff. So why would you suddenly stop all your progress and go do it?
Because she's cooler than Cliff.
I mean, she is cool, no doubt. Like, have you tried her at all? Because her knife play or sword play is awesome. You'd love it.
I know I would. Like, that was the whole thing. And when you play through that intro sequence, I was like, what is this? Cliff meeting a bunch of more interesting potentially playable characters? Like
6 hours in, it's like,
it felt like a showcase of like, look at all the characters you could have been that were way more interesting than who you're gonna be.
Yeah.
Cliff is fine. Like, honestly, before Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, and we were seeing the pictures of the protagonist in that. What was his name?
Arthur Morgan. Right?
Yeah.
No, wait, not Arthur. Yeah, Arthur Morgan. That's it.
Is it?
I think so. Do I have that wrong?
Yeah, Arthur Morgan.
Okay.
You're right. No,
yeah.
you got it.
All right.
Before we really got to know him, and like Arthur Morgan, like I think not to poo-poo your list, I think I might like him more than John.
He's pretty great.
He's really good, a really good character. But before we knew how all that worked and how they were going to convey that character, I was like, man, it really looks like they put Guy McMahon-Face as your main character in this game. Like, there's nothing interesting about him. It was like, who is this guy? He's Arthur Morgan. What does he look like? A guy.
Dude. Yep.
What's his personality? A guy.
Yeah.
What does he sound like? A guy. Like, it's just, there was nothing seemingly there.
Yeah.
And then it turns out it's completely different. Like, he seems that way, but there's a lot to him.
Yeah.
Cliff is the opposite. Cliff is like, nope, he might as well be called Cliff McHero, and he's just he's there to say yes when people ask him to do things and swing a sword, and like you feel cool because he does cool things in cutscenes, and like people respect him, you know. So you're like, I'm cool because people treat me as if I'm cool. But like, what is Cliff really? Like, what is Cliff's personality? And it's like, well, he does what you tell him to do.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
He may as well be a literal cliff sometimes. He could climb himself and run out of stamina.
Yeah.
Sasha in the chat says, since all the discussion there is light anecdotes about the game, why not talk about the ongoing debates about the game and its critical score versus user score? I could not be more bored of a subject in my life than user scores versus pro scores. Like,
yeah, I don't think that's interesting. I get, like, if people find that interesting, I'm not trying to poo-poo the thing you're into, but, like, I think it makes total sense why there's a disconnect on scores for this game. This game takes, like, 10 hours before you have even a little bit of a grasp on what you're doing in the game.
Yep. That's
completely unnecessary and unacceptable, and like it's not surprising at all why people would check out with that. And I have since seen plenty of like interviews and stuff where they're like, we want to make it very clear we are not a role-playing game, this isn't an RPG. And they bang that drum, but when you looked at it, it was like, oh, this looks like Witcher 3. This must be an RPG. This must be a story-based adventure.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there are plenty of people who engaged with the game thinking that's exactly what they were getting.
Yeah. Reviewers and users. Both.
Yeah, and that's not what it is. Like, it makes perfect sense. If somebody told me I tried Crimson Desert, I hate it, I'd go, yeah. If somebody goes, I tried Crimson Desert, I absolutely love it, I think it's one of my favorite games I've ever played, I'd go, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of where I am. It's actually almost exactly where I am because 2 weeks in, I was having a hard time finding it. It's like, I don't know why this game's not clicking. And then it did. And now it's all I think about. So it's a weird thing, that game. But having this disparity is not surprising any more than it is when there's like a weird indie movie that the critics love and the audience hates, or the other way around. Look at the Mario movie. Are we surprised that new Mario movie has such a thin plot and it's really just, they really have focused it for kids, that reviewers are sub 45% and regular folks who go to movies all the time are at 98? It's the same. It's the same problem. Some stuff isn't for other people or whatever. So yeah. So Sasha, in a way, you're right. We just had a great conversation about it, but that's probably the last time we're going to talk about the ongoing score.
We had a
disparity.
great conversation about why it's boring.
Yeah. So there you go. All right, let's get to the other games played this week. I played a game called Kulo Niku Bowl Up.
What?
Yeah. Look at this.
You.
Let's get a little bit of chore core going here. This is a cooking game that is weird because it's got two modes, basically. The person you're watching right now is playing live. She is playing...
I was going to say, is this you?
It's definitely not me.
Scott?
Definitely not me. But she's playing the competition version of the game. So as you continue to get better, every other day in the world, you can compete in like a Iron Chef competition for the best ramen maker. And you go up against different people and you can befriend them after you beat them. There's a whole like big anime story around this whole thing that
I was about to say, how did you get into this?
I know, dude. Don't ask me. It's anime as hell and back, and you're not wrong. Yeah. The mechanics, though, so this thing's sitting at overwhelmingly positive, 97%, and I was like, I need to know more. So I watched some video. It's a lot of the things I'm used to when I play these cooking games, and I do like a good cooking game for a chore core, kind of turn my brain off and just make shit. And this game has got really good mechanics in that regard. It's like, throw the stuff in there. It's very tactile. Put the noodles in. Make sure you get enough broth. Pay attention to what the customer asked for. And if they're being a little vague, you can figure out what they mean when they say, I'd like it spicier than normal. Well, there's a way to do just slightly spicier than the standard or whatever. And you have all these different ways of cooking stuff. You have this meatball brawl thing where you go do the competition. That's fun in its own way and is mechanically diverse from the rest of the game. And, look how goofy and over the top these characters are. There's a lot of, I mean, it's very anime on purpose. And in some ways, I think they're kind of making fun of it, if I'm honest. I could be wrong, but It strikes me that way. It's awesome. I think it's the best mechanically feeling cooking game in years. And if you like this sort of thing, it's just got a really great pacing. And the day timer while you're running your shop isn't normal where it's just like ticking down. It's just you have a customer in the morning, you take care of them. You have one by the afternoon, maybe two, you take care of them. And you just kind of have a number of customers before things are over. There's no like hot timer burning all the time. There's a patience timer. You can toggle that to your desire. Right now, I'm just kind of playing it on cozy mode, so I'm not in a big rush to do anything. And I'm finding it very charming and enchanting. And I'm not that deep into it, but I'm, a few levels in. And it's got good physics. The food looks good. It's fun to do. You can improve your restaurant by buying like cool furniture. It's all the stuff you think of with these games. It's all in there, but I think the way they've handled a lot of it is really neat. Very good controller support or mouse and keyboard if you prefer. Haven't tried it on Steam Deck, but I plan to. So yeah, what did I play? I played a couple hours. It's pretty good. So didn't have time for much else, and I thought this would be a nice easy one. And it was only $9, and the reviews were insane. So I gave it a shot. And I really like it. And then I raided in WoW last weekend. Got a couple of gear upgrades. Nice. We banged our heads against a boss that was clearly making everybody grumpy. So at the end of the night, it wasn't the best ending to a raid.
Are you guys on the heroic?
Yeah, we're currently doing heroic. We did great up to a point, and then we just like hit a wall. I'm trying to remember what fight it was. There are these three paladins that have lost their minds. Basically, they got void disease or whatever. And it also probably doesn't help. I forgot the name of the fight, but it doesn't help that they all three have a lot of chatter in the fight. So it's constantly going, "I will get you," or you know how these are. Like they'll just repeat some of these lines.
Is it like the three demon hunters fight in the?
A little bit, except, yeah. I mean, that also had the mechanic where you had to kill them all around the same time too, right?
Yeah. And they said a lot of stuff, but the music in that fight was epic.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I got so pumped every time fighting those guys because the music was just awesome.
These guys are just working us, and I'm not sure why we can't finish it.
Well, that's raid stuff,
Yeah.
You clean up you watch an analysis, clean up your mistakes.
Yeah.
That's part of the progression, especially on heroic where the mechanics get less forgiving.
It's fun though. I got a nice 266, I don't know, something high level thing that helped me boost stuff, and I've been playing that game as much as I ever have, I guess. Although Crimson Desert, that's where I want to spend my like run around do shit time. And so now WoW is easing back into the seat it usually is around this phase where I've kind of seen all the main content, waiting for new patches, and then I'll raid, but I'm not in there every day. I'm not doing every daily possible.
Yeah, the dailies really have really like the world questing stuff's really. I did a lot of it in War Within, and I dread doing it again at midnight. Like I actively don't want to. I want to go in and see the story and stuff like that when I eventually get around to playing it. But I definitely see what you're talking about. It's like, you've done it before. How many expansions?
Yeah, and I really like the prey system, so that does add some variety. Although when you do max that out, you're kind of grinding against a thing that hasn't changed. They'll probably add new features and patches and stuff. But right now it's like, well, I could do more of those, but they're kind of the same now at nightmare level. And then there's the what do you call them? The delves are good, strong delves this time around. But once you've done everything at like the level you can max at, it's like, well, why would I keep doing these? So I just kind of saved myself a raid now. So I don't know. We'll see. The patches are, they're coming.
I wish you just dropped better gear.
Yeah.
The only problem with delves is because they're hooked into other systems. They don't want it to be the primary way you get gear. So it's, even if you would just be like, I'm a delve only player. Well, good luck getting better gear for your delves. You have to go to the other systems.
It caps out at like 8, I think, level 8 in there. Yeah. And then once you've done level 8 delves, that is the maximum gear score you're going to get. Even if you did a 9, 10, whatever they go up to, 13, whatever it is, 12. But I don't understand, because I guess with subsequent patches you can bump that up. But just like world quests are like that, where eventually they rise in their item level.
Even dungeons are like that, right? Like there's really not much interesting you do some heroics, you see the dungeons, and then it's like, then you're doing mythic stuff, and it's like a different beast. There's no like casually just doing the dungeon and farming for gear. Like it's not, it's a lot of stuff feels very deprecated in terms of system, like in terms of like the activities you would do, say 20 years ago. I think that's why again classics like has an appeal to it. But anyway,
right? Yeah, it just sort of depends on my mood. But Crimson Desert has successfully driven me to want to do that instead at the moment. So we'll see how long that lasts. John, let's get to what you mostly Crimson Desert, but you do have Pragmata parked and ready to fire, right? You're going to get in there.
Yeah, I picked up Replaced, which Bo's going to be talking about. I bought that, but I haven't played it. And I have Pragmata, which comes out tomorrow, I think. So I know, just Crimson Desert. It's all I want to do. But next week, I should have some other stuff to talk about.
Nice. I'm excited to hear what you play. Bo?
All right.
Yakuza 3 Kiwami. Still holding up? Still good?
I finished it. I 100%ed Yakuza 3 Kiwami.
Nice job.
That means I played both the Kiryu main story and the Mine side story of 3 chapters, where you play as the antagonist for a little bit and get his backstory.
Yeah.
Mainly your deal is you weren't a Yakuza from young life. You were like a successful businessman who was disillusioned with life on the right side of the tracks and get into doing things on the wrong side of the tracks. So this may not be for everybody, but your job, in order to get into the Yakuza and like cozy your way up into the big table and try and take it over, you cozy up to this guy called Kanda, who's like a very violent man and a serial sexual abuser.
Great.
So you go around bumping up his reputation by being awesome in his name kind of thing, while he sits around and does nothing. It's called Kanda damage control, because you're literally doing damage control for his reputation. Okay. And it makes for a fun minigame, an excuse to go do things, right? Obviously, Kanda gets his in the end, so it's not like, you're playing the bad guy story, it's bad guy things.
Sure.
But anyways, overall, I was like really happy with the game. I enjoyed it. It was another great Yakuza installment, but we talked a lot last week about like the reasons why people were disappointed, and it's like, it's all very like, you still have a game and it's still good stuff, right? Like this is like in the realm of nerds when you're like, well, this version was better because X. But now that I've come to the conclusion, and I don't know how much I want to get into spoilers, but basically the main story is the same. Now that I finished it, I can go watch like videos about it. Is the same as the Yakuza 3, right? Except for after the ending, they changed some pretty serious outcomes.
Oh.
In particular, I don't know if you want to put spoiler bearing up, and you just tell me if you want me to stop if you think you're going to play Yakuza 3, but I can talk.
John, are you going to play it?
No, I say go ahead and do it. I've listened to summaries for all the Yakuza games,
but put the spoiler 3 bearing up anyways. This is important to the future of the franchise. So
all right, he's going up.
Toss up the Baron. If you're listening now, go away.
There's a little spoiler music for you here. So there you go.
So in the original Yakuza 3, the main antagonist, Mine, dies.
Okay.
And the ending of the game is that this other secondary antagonist, Hamikaze, I want to say his name is, stalks Kiryu and kills him. Like, doesn't kill him, sorry. Stabs him in the stomach, and you think he's dead.
Okay.
And that sets the groundwork for Yakuza 4, with Mine dead and this other guy coming to visit you at the orphanage and continuing the story. So in this game, Mine lives. He jumps off a building and somehow survives. And it's now it seems like he's part of the Daidoji government, like Japanese government intelligence thing.
Oh, he's infiltrating. He was a plant or a mole.
So the fact that he lives, and that's why you have some chapters that you play as him to get to know him better, is a pretty big departure, because how does the next game make sense? And also, Mine recruits Hamazaki into the Daidoji, which isn't a thing in the next game. The Daidoji is not like a thing at all. So it's this weird cliffhanger that is very different. But here's the fly in the ointment. Kiwami games have been remakes. So my buy-in to playing remakes has been to experience the original story in better fidelity. Now, a chief antagonist is being set up for more. But they've also said they're not making any more Kiwami games.
Oh.
So it's not like Yakuza 4 Kiwami's coming. So it's like, so now if
So
you
there's
want
no
to
retcon of 4, which would help you retcon 3.
right. So now, like, if I'm enjoying the Kiwami games, I'm replaying through and experiencing the Yakuza story. There's a huge continuity shift between 3. Like, I can't go play Yakuza 4 because it's not going to make any sense anymore.
Right. Right.
And they haven't said, like, is there a new game? Or, like, they said there's no more Kiwamis either. So it's like, because if they were making a Kiwami, you'd be like, okay, they made some narrative shifts and 4 is going to be different. So a lot of us are like, well, what's going on? And we haven't gotten any answers yet. And so I think that's like also throwing people for a loop.
Is that partly why all these reviews have been bad, do you think? This part of this?
I think so, because people are pretty precious about the storyline and they haven't been very communicative. And I don't think it's the kind of also Kiwami 1 and 2 are faithful. Mm-hmm. So that it's the third Kiwami is like not faithful. Like, so they haven't said why. And they said they're not making any more Kiwamis. So it's just like, and it's not the kind of change where like, oh, that's sick. It's the kind of change where you're like, wait, what? You know? So yeah, I think part of it's like, what are you doing? And then people are like, oh, they're just trying to cash in and make infinite Yakuza games, which, yeah, of course. Like, I'm not really against it, but it is like, I could understand why people are confused about it and maybe don't like it because they like the original story. So anyways, take it for what it is. It's a little it's throwing people off, and because I was like, maybe I'll play Yakuza 4. I've got tons of games, but I'm 0, 1, 2, and 3 in. Might as well do 4, 5, and 6. Yep. And now I'm like, maybe I don't want to play 4. You know, maybe I want to wait. I don't know. So it's, for me as a customer who's wanting to play like through their old games, I'm a little confused about what I should be doing, and I feel like, well, I'm just going to stop playing them.
And 4, what is 4? 4 is its own thing that they're not going to remake, right? And like,
well, they said they're not going to remake it, so I don't know if they're just doing a new branching storyline. I don't know. And what is that? How does that impact 6? Like, not only is there 4, 5, and 6, there's 7, 8, 9, and 10. Like, there's like a Dragons, and there's the other one. Like, they've kind of changed the canon, and like all these stories crib off of previous stories for antagonists to come back and have consequences. So the fact that someone like the villain Mine is pretty imposing, strong, a sympathetic character. Like he's an orphan too, but no one was ever nice to him, so he doesn't believe people can be nice. So you think Kiryu's a fake butthole. No one could possibly be nice. You know, like that's his whole thing. Like, you know, a good villain arc. He's like the hero, but he's also at odds with the hero. Thinks Kiryu's a phony.
Right.
So, but there's like hope for him because Daigo, another character, has like, he's the only person he can believe in, and Daigo's like currently the head of the Tojo clan. So he really likes Daigo Dojima. So has a loyalty there. You know, it's a big, complex, melodramatic thing. Anyways, he's a great character. And I didn't play the original, so I'm not like, they didn't kill Mine, what the hell? But it is, I just don't know what I'm supposed to do to play the next games.
Is the original a PS2 game? Is that what that was?
I don't know the exact era for those games.
I know the original was PS2, but
probably
I don't know about
PS2, PS3 era.
I don't know where they were with 3.
But yeah, 4 and 5 are very different in that you have 4 playable characters in 4 and 5 playable characters in 5.
Yeah.
And then in 6 you go back to just being Kiryu. But the story definitely does like widen immensely because of all the characters. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right, spoiler warning going away.
I enjoyed the game and I played it to 100%. It was another great installment, but that if there's controversy around it, that's definitely part of it, that they're changing the canon and we don't have good answers as to why.
All right. Well, more on that later if you end up playing 4.
Yeah.
Hades 2. So this deep dream dives thing they added, it's not even in the patch notes, right?
It's not in the patch notes because I saw there was a big patch and I looked at it and I'm like, oh, it looks like balance changes, and I wasn't going to play. Yeah. But for some reason, I managed to catch wind that there was a new mode in Hades 2. And I was like, huh? That wasn't in the patch. What? And I did a search and found some creators who were like, there's a new mode, stealth launched. Before you go, thinking, wow, oh my God, there's a new thing. It's not, I would call it a minor new mode. Basically, Hypnos is finally awake, and you can enter into a dream with him where you can do 4 levels in any order rather than, because they're chronologically ordered when you go up or down.
Yeah.
Even in difficulty modes, even in chaos trials, they're always logically ordered. This you can get any set of enemies and any set of maps, and you do 4 bosses randomly. And there's no collectibles to pick up, and there's no dialogue. It just speeds you through. It's basically like a for fun turbo mode. That's way more
like Diablo 3. What do you call it?
Like rifts, maybe.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's kind of rifts, but it's not like infinite waves. It's still like the levels, So you still go through, and it still feels like you're playing it. It just randomizes it a lot more. And yeah, there's no dialogue or stories to slow you down. Like if you see an NPC, you just get your boon and move on. So it's fun. I did a run. You get these things called S stars, and you can unlock some cosmetics so far with it. No big deal. It's
a nice little thing though.
But it's nice. It's more ways to play it. Remixes it a bit. It was fun. You don't do any of the difficulty stuff, so I was like slamming my way through it because it's like default difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still pretty cool. Whatever. It added more. It brought me back into the game. I played a run and bought some stuff, and I was like, I still have to get back to it. I have a few achievements left on the to-do list and one more statue to unlock from the nightmare difficulties.
It's not going to unlock itself. You got to get in there.
Yeah. Fantastic game. Gave me an excuse to go back, and game continues to be amazing. So there you go.
This next one is one John played, now you've played, and every time I hear one of you talk about it, I'm like, damn it, should I be playing Absolum?
So yeah, I think so. This one's been on my wish list for a while. I've just delayed it, and I was picking up a bunch of shit, so I bought this too. If you enjoy Castle Crashers, but wished it was like animated by some very talented artists,
yeah,
that's what the game feels like. It's it's a beat 'em up. You smash your buttons, do your moves. You got heavy attack, light attack, specials. And everything's animated in a cartoon style gorgeously. And it's a roguelike, so it's more like Hades than it is like Castle Crashers in that respect. Voice acted, it's great. The voice acting's great. The animation's beautiful. Gameplay is fun. It's a huge winner. It's a very good game. So
pretty curious about this one.
Bit,
yeah.
And it's a recommend. It's absolutely a blast.
Is this your dwarf or somebody else?
No, this is just some random YouTube video. But,
okay.
There's I think a total of 4 playable characters. I've been playing the elf lady.
Oh, okay.
She's got a big sword and is tall, but I will plan on playing the dwarf later. It's I had fun. It's a fun game. It's
awesome.
Absolutely. It's when you watch the video, you're like, it looks nicely animated, but when you play it, you're like, oh man, this is really nicely animated. Like it's gorgeous. So,
yeah, I love a brawl. I like a brawler where there's a point. I get tired of brawlers where I'm just fighting till the end, and I'm just
Yeah, well, you move on down the path, and you can take different paths. There's a huge map, and what I appreciate, it's got a pretty good dodge and parry system too. Like one of the things when you like dodge, then you're like really far away, and in these games you walk kind of slow, so getting back to a place you can hit. But if you after you dodge, roll away, you can press X and get right back into melee range after the dodge. So I'm like, oh, this is a pretty clever system. Like it plays really nice. It's a fun game.
Cool. All right, that's 2 of you now that like it. Bastards.
Yep, Absolum is a recommend. Next is Replaced. I got to play it last night a bit. This is the sci-fi, pixel art game that just launched.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really interested in it, based purely on the visual style. I have played the prologue and a bit of whatever might be considered the first chapter. And I will say this, early goings on, it's very much a hold the directional stick in one direction and go while the environment tells you a story. However, I've gotten to a point now where I'm getting into combat, and it's, pretty fun. You press a button to attack, you got a parry and then counterattack. And, I'm fighting waves of 5 or 6 guys. There's a dodge button, and it feels pretty good. But it's not like I wouldn't call it an RPG. It's definitely like side-scroller combat game. But my God, are the environments just like unnecessarily like detailed and gorgeous? Like you're just walking through it and you're like, man, like I should spend more time in these zones. It looks really, really good.
So the reviews are pretty mixed. Do you have a reason you think that that's the case? Is it just not the game people thought it would be?
So far, it's not like a mind-blowing story. You're a hacker, something happens, the AI is like in control of you, and I got to run away from police. That's about as much as I've gotten. Also, the game takes place in the 80s. The date's literally stamped 1984, so It's not a near future thing. It's more of an alternate history that has cyberpunk vibes to it, kind of thing. It's not a bad thing, but I think the only thing is that it looks so good. It's a shame that there is zero voice acting in this.
Oh, there's none. Wow.
There's zero, and it's a little it's like it's not shocking that a game doesn't have voice acting, but it's a little shocking for a game that looks this good so far to not be voice acted at all. So, because they spared no, it feels like they spared no expense visually. Like I am very impressed with how the game looks. Like I said, it has a slow lead up, so it's not like I've done a ton of combat-y stuff, but it's the beginning of a game. Hopefully, there's lots more to do. But like, look at that room that you're in. There's like just
freaking
so much
beautiful.
Detail.
Yeah,
like they spent a ton of time putting details into like every room, almost to a point where you were like, well, I'm going to run past a lot of these places. Although that looks like it might be a home base, which I haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah.
But so far, I like it. I got to play more, but like visually, it's great. And it's not an expensive game. Very deckable.
Is it $24 or something?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, it's great. Like I don't have anything bad to say. It's just a shame it's not voice acted. Like with how good it looks, like it would. I don't want to be reading text while I'm looking at the details on the screen. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it looks really, really pretty. Well, I'm excited to hear what John says too when you have a chance to crack into it.
Yeah, like I didn't get very far, but so far what I played, I thought was pretty cool.
Well, there you go.
And next, I played a ton of Slay the Spire too. I've been playing so much, I even tried to play while on the show and got busted. So.
How'd that go? Oh, you died? You didn't?
Got himself caught.
Oh.
No, I got caught and I turned it off. And,
you meant the game. Like somehow in the game, I got caught with a new mechanic.
No.
So how far? Hold on a minute. What are these lines on this?
When you play multiplayer, you can draw on the map. No, that's Pepperoni Pete. It's red. The purple's mine. So when you're in multiplayer, everyone can draw things on the map.
Really?
And if people are waiting for you and get bored, you see he's drawing something coming out of the penis. That's wonderful.
Oh, that's a penis. Okay.
I think so.
Who's doing that, Pete or
Pepperoni Pete?
Okay.
But like honestly, there have been points where all of us have drawn penises because we're waiting for one person to get back from the bathroom or something. It's kind of a problem.
Yeah, I did this in D&D when we were playing TWBD.
I remember. So it's actually kind of a charming part of the game is that you can draw on the map, which is useful to mark where we're going to go. Great idea, but people can also just be juvenile about it. So
I think it's crazy how good co-op appears to be in this. That's even a thing at all.
Yeah, I think the one bit of feedback we have so far is that like it's definitely way easier than single player.
Yeah.
Like the fact that 4 players can shore up other people's bad decks. Like, you don't always get a good deck, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't get a good deck, you kind of get trounced. In this game, someone can be like, "Oh, my deck's not doing very well," and someone else will be like, "I'm God." And you're like, "Okay." It's a lot harder to fail with 4 players, and I think our feedback is I hope they kind of find a way to make it more challenging for multiplayer because it's definitely awesome to play. Like multiplayer is fun to play, but it's really just the Diablo effect. Like the enemies just have more health pool. That's kind of the only difficulty slider for more people. They don't hit much harder. They hit everybody, but they don't hit much harder.
The voice come on and go, "Your enemies are more resilient."
No, because there's no drop in, so there's no voice. Okay. It just goes ooh, like the way it's a game.
Yeah. No, that was good. I liked it.
But I've been playing tons of it. Like every time I'm just like sitting down, I'm like, I want to do a run. I'm up to Ascension 6 with Osti or with the Necrobinder.
Oh,
I don't know what the character's name is. It's Necrobinder, I guess.
Right. Why do you call him Osti?
The hand, his name is Osti.
Oh,
I think as in like osteo.
Osteoporosis.
Well, not porosis, but osto. I think is like the Greek for bone or something like that.
Oh. Okay, but so if you're an osteopath, if you're an osteo, there's a specialized doctor name with that. That means they specialize in carpal tunnel type stuff.
For bone, I think is like Greek or something like that.
Yeah, I bet Tolbert knows he's in here right now. That's right.
Everything to do with bone generally has ost as like a prefix.
Yeah,
and then there's osteoporosis. Like osteoporosis is the one you think of, but there's like. Yeah, ost is a Proto-Indo-European root meaning bone, found in words like osseous, osteo, and ossify.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So OST, like the os or OSS, implies bone. So the hand's name is Osti.
Yeah, I like that.
Bone hand.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Little bone hand.
My favorite. I think Osti, like the Necrobinder, is my favorite character.
Nice. Well, still a threat then. That game still doing good. Yeah. Taking Bo on a ride.
Spire. And that's my week, everybody.
There you go, everybody. The week that was.
That's a good question.
Let's get to a quick email from Shane Maddox. He goes by Shaved Maddox in the chat room when we see him in here. He says, "Hello, gents. I live in the States in Wisconsin, and we had milk bags in elementary school at one point. Also, Scott F-bombing reminds me of the time my grandpa did it in a Scrabble table, or on the Scrabble table, which also led to a great laugh. Keep on playing games and always winning," says Shane. Yes, I heard. He's not the only one. A bunch of people wrote in about milk bags are not as unusual as I thought they were. Apparently, not just a Canadian thing. They are like Wisconsin. Maybe they got a lot of dairies, and they're famous for their cheese and milk and all that. So probably that might be part of it. But here, when I grew up, there was never a bag with milk in it, not once. And I don't think John had it either, right?
Nope, not an Arizona thing.
Nope.
That I ever saw.
Everything curdles.
Maybe more of an Eastern Seaboard thing, like just.
Yeah.
I'm sure we must export. I don't know what we do now, but I'm sure we must export milk to the States. There's a lot of milk farms up here, anyways.
Got to go where the teats are. You know what I'm saying?
The cows.
Yeah, cows teats. Thank you, Shane.
I like how you go where the teats are. You're like, and it's going to make it sound like you're into cow teats. Like
the sound John makes when Nintendo games come out or whatever. Yeah. Here it is. It's still one of my favorite things you ever did. Okay, we got one more here from Blake in New York City. New York City, get a rope. He says, for Core, regarding the discussion of 40K, the musical. First off, as an actor on Broadway, I get super peeved when people say they don't like musicals as a whole.
Oh,
this is cool. We got a professional musical guy in here. It says, I think people say it's all right. It's just a typo.
You know what?
I know.
Out. Hold on. Hold the phone. You're going to call out someone's innocent typo when the last letter, very clearly, they said grandma and you said grandpa.
I did.
And everyone politely let Scott have his error. Let him just, you know what? He's got a lot he's doing. He's got a lot going on. Let's let him make his mistake. But he accidentally writes the bink. The bick.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, this guy needs to
We can't let that go. Yeah, take him down one peg.
This is too far.
I just like how the bink sounds, but for the most part, I have no room to talk. I can tell you that much. All right. He says, I think people say that when they've only seen the classic Rodgers and Hammerstein type show. Musical theater covers a wild, I think he means wide, and I'm not making fun. Wide variety.
It could be wild.
Okay, a wild variety. Sure.
It might have been typed on a phone, like the way autocorrect picks and chooses when to correct and mess words up. There's another one coming too.
Sometimes they do it when you've already done it right and you've seen that it's right. And then
look at the grammar in the next sentence. Read the next sentence.
It says, I bet there at least one that each person would really enjoy. Yeah, that's
like there's an exclamation mark and a colon after there. It's clearly typed on a phone.
Yeah,
I can only protect you from one, Blake. I'm sorry.
Yeah, John. Not even John can shield you from what's happening now.
It's just it's typed on a phone.
They're now ganging up on you.
Yeah.
I'm not ganging up. I'm defending as well. Like, don't take it too serious. It was just blasted on the phone.
They're all saying how much they don't like you, Blake. But
it's all phone shit. We understand the phone shit. It's a problem. He says, secondly, a 40K musical would absolutely talk. I think he means rock. He means rock. He wrote talk.
Yeah.
I'm just reading it the way it is.
The receipts are coming in hot and heavy, John. Are you sure?
This guy
I've chosen my hill. I'm going to die out here. It's fine.
This guy memorizes a lot of lines. He doesn't necessarily write a lot of lines, and that's fine. Anyway, seriously, it would be a rock opera. Epic sets, a bespoke score by Dragon Force, and a book that isn't afraid to lean super hard into the melodrama of the source material. I smell a hit. Your brother in betting Primarch sang how do you say it?
Sanguinus. He said, my brother in a belting.
What did I say?
Primarch Sanguinus shredding on a literal metal guitar.
There you go. Perfect. Blake in New York City. Blake? Or maybe it's black.
actual metal guitar would be so bad for your back. Unless you were a space marine, then it'd be no
Oh
problem.
yeah, if you're a space marine, you can carry anything around.
I mean, you carry a metal suit around, so.
I just read what was the book I finished? I really liked it. Can never remember titles of books. Anyway, it was a great 40K novel, and
I recommend it. Everybody go read.
Go read the one I can't remember the name of, but I'll tell you what, the contextually and just sort of content and vibe and all that, those books are made for operatic. It is operatic in their very nature. The 40K universe is really up its own butt this way in a way I love, and I love that. So I'm with him. It would be a great musical theater experience. I would go to see this. You know, I'd be all in.
Yeah. It's fine. He's probably right. We were probably too harsh on the whole musical idea. I wasn't personally just thinking of Rodgers and Hammerstein like bits, or
Right.
Andrew Lloyd Webber stuff. People have done very creative things. I'm just sometimes you say something, you're like, man, I want that. When someone says a musical of this person, there's something wrong with my imagination. I just can't be hyped. I think I have to be sat down in front of it and shown how great it is. And
Yeah.
go like, oh, I love that. I mean, I like K-pop Demon Hunters. That's a musical.
Yeah, you like that a lot. That is definitely music.
It's a great movie. It's almost as good as Mad Max Fury Road is almost as good as.
Yeah, honestly, I'd put it up there.
I just try to troll you, but I put it up there.
Yeah.
Although Fury Road, man, I started it just to watch the first 5 minutes this weekend, and I watched an hour, and it was like I have to go to bed. When you're just on your phone, and like, I'm just on you're on Netflix, and you're like, oh, let me just click the Fury Road picture.
I've been there 100 times.
And I'll be like 5 minutes in and out, and then I'm like, an hour goes by, and I'm like, I'm just watching this movie now. What the hell?
I did another rewatch last week at night I started with Furiosa, went right through Fury Road, and then I immediately felt like doing it again. That's how strong I feel about those movies. They're kind of games,
But Fury Road in particular, it's just like,
it's amazing.
Good. It just keeps going.
It's so good. It's the best full length action scene ever made. I love it. I can't get enough. I think I'm on my 30th viewing or something like that, some crazy number like that. It's a lot of times to see that movie in 10 years. But anyway, thank you, Blake, in New York City. If you want to be like Blake or be like Shane, you can do that. Super easy. Go to the website, and you'll find all the ways to contact us. I'll give you a couple of them here. You can do show at core.show. There you go. Second time's a charm. You can also send us your text and so on at 10hams.com. Yes, that's right, 10hams.com. If you're new, that'll make no sense. But if you've been here a while, you know what we're talking about.
I wish you had the other email so we could see how many emails go to the wrong email.
That would be great. I wonder how many rejects they get. Like if they get cannot be delivered messages and stuff, and they're sure they had it right. You're probably right. I probably made this way harder than it ever needed to be by coming up with that name. I could change it.
No, when you told everybody what the name was.
Yeah.
You owned it. You said it's a bad name, but I love it.
Yeah.
And I think that's all we need. We understand what
it was
it
a
is.
good name and easy to remember. I thought that's why.
Oh, I thought he owned it and said it was maybe a bad name.
No,
I don't know. Get the mashup on it. Find out if Scott sold this as a good email or not.
All I know is it made sense to me when I made it, and now I question it every time I hear it. But whatever. Show at core.show. There you go. See?
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, if I could just do it every week right the first time, it'd be great.
It's a problem.
We also want to thank a bunch of our supporters. We got brand new people this week, by the way.
Nice.
You're going to love these names. Beanwad.
Nice.
Okay. Is that a real name,
Yep.
you think?
Well, I don't know if it's like Bean and then Wad. No,
Wad?
probably not. Probably a fake name, if I had to guess.
But what if it was, and then we just insulted them?
Maybe. I don't know any Wads. Do you guys know Wads?
Meet Wad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Wad a last name?
Doom Wad Files.
We have AI for a reason.
All right, look it up.
Yes, Wad is a rare surname of Old English origin, often linked to textile trade or clothing.
How about Bean?
It's found in UK.
Is there a Bean first name? Bean? Like Bean?
Well, isn't Kurt Cobain's kid called Bean?
Oh. Yeah, like
Francis Bean Cobain.
Little Bean or something? Or Bean Juice or something like that?
Yes, Bean is used as a first name, although it is rare and unconventional, often serves as a unisex nickname, diminutive or affectionate term.
Beanwad.
So is there a celebrity with the first name of Bean?
Yeah. Not Sean Bean. That's last name.
No, that's last.
Oh yeah,
name.
they're doing last names with this.
Oh,
I
they
said
are.
first name, and they're just giving me last names. You suck, AI.
AI sucks.
No way.
AI
Yeah.
hallucinates everything. You have to verify.
Well,
it all.
hallucinates. Just get it wrong. You just got. I said, tell me a celebrity with a first name of Bean. It's like, well, how about Sean Bean? Or how about Orson Bean? Or Gail Bean? And I'm like,
There's a guy. There's a guy. In
AI's so smart. I said first name, you bitch. Like, let's go.
There's a guy. Listen, there's a guy on TikTok I follow who does nothing but troll AI models.
Right.
And he goes, what he does is he'll go, hey, ChatGPT, and he's doing the voiceover type, and he'll go, why is there a letter X in the name ChatGPT? And it comes back and he goes, well, when it was created, it felt good. It felt like the right name to have, and it acts like it's true.
I've seen this TikTok.
Yeah, he's great.
Like,
and then what happens is I'll go try to dupe it, and they've removed the problem because I think this guy is like pretty influential with that stuff. He has huge hits and huge numbers of followers, and he does it with all of them. He'd be like, hey, Claude, hey, whatever.
Yeah. He makes
Gemini.
them look stupid, and they're all insecure about their stupid AI, so they patch up the whole.
Yeah. These LLMs have some.
Like an insecure person. Why is your AI so insecure?
What, John? You can say?
The only one I saw was everybody, like, it was a trend where everybody was doing the prompt, using what you already know about me, roast me in one line and don't hold back. I can take it.
Oh my gosh, I kind of want to do that. What did it do to you? Did you do it?
Mine was pretty nice. It said, you've got the chaos tolerance of a daycare nurse, the sleep schedule of a night shift goblin, and somehow still think this is the week everything's going to finally run smoothly. Which is 100% true. Yeah, it's 100% true.
That's pretty dead on. Yeah, I don't know. These things are stupid. But here we are. Yes.
Apparently, Kobe Bryant's middle name is Bean.
Kobe Bean Bryant?
That's what it says here.
Huh. Never heard that.
Who often said his middle name came from his father's nickname, Jelly Bean.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other answer I got, I asked it again. People with Bean as a first name. Bean Holland. A known individual in specific niche circles. Like, trust me, bro. Just trust me.
Just take my word for it. They're out there. Okay?
Yeah. All right.
Also, I guess we better... Did we say the second
No,
person?
this next guy's name
No.
is Connor Bonner. It's Bonner because it's two N's. Now, I know a Bonner. My son married a Bonner.
Yeah.
There's jokes sometimes around the table about boners, but Bonner is
can't
the
imagine.
name. So this could be Connor Bonner, and that's fine.
I would believe this is a person's first and last name.
Yeah, I think this is a
Yes.
real person here.
Connor's obviously...
If this is not a real person, well, either way, either of you two want to set us straight. That's part of the benefits. In this case, these two are on Patreon. Part of the benefits of being on Patreon is that we will happily redo your names next week if we're wrong. All right.
We'll validate them.
Yeah, free parking and
Provide
everything.
name validations.
So let us know how we did there. They'll get no commercials ever. They'll get pre-show content every week, host special stuff on the monthly, and other cool stuff. Art included, by the way. So go check it out. That's patreon.com/core show, or if you prefer Substack, that's over at core.show. Either way, you get those benefits. That's going to do it, except we need the Dear Martha letter to tell us what we played today and talked about. So, guy at the front lines of this Civil War, take it away.
My dearest Martha, you're wondering, is this the week the games they talked about changed? And the answer is not really. But there were a few new ones, mostly thanks to Bo, so here are the games. Crimson Desert, again.
Yeah.
Resident Evil Requiem, again. Kulo Niku Bowl Up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That stands for World of Warcraft. Again. Yakuza 3 Kiwami. Again. Hades 2. Absolum. Replaced.
Yeah.
And Slay the Spire 2. Again.
Hot damn, dude. You nailed them. You got them all. Now everyone knows what happened on the front lines. Hey, real quick, what was I? One other thing. Put in the store a deck of cards. It's just poker cards, but here's what's cool. They're core branded cards. All right. So hold on. If I could bring this up, I could show you. Let me do that real fast. All right. Check this out. You go to the website, frogpants.com, or the core site, which is frogpants.com/core. Doesn't matter. In the store is a brand new item. It's a deck of cards. Look at that lady's hand holding these cards. Got our logo on there. These are for real. We've already sold a bunch of these. You can stack them up like this weirdo did, if you'd like. Whatever you want to do.
Perform magic tricks with them.
Yep, absolutely. Fool your kids or whatever. Here's the actual innards. There's just normal deck of cards. Nothing crazy about that. But they are core branded. They're available on the store now and available to you if you would like them. And they'll ship very fast and very easily straight to your door. Frogpants.com/core for more. That'll do it for us. For me, for Bo, for John. We'll see you next week.
This has been a Frog Pants production. Find all our shows at frogpants.com.
I'm here to kill chaos.